Not
Good morning, good
muting
evening,
myself.
hello.
There we go.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Doesn't matter what
Good
time zone you
morning.
come from,
Good
you're all
morning.
welcome here.
Indeed.
I do to you, and you, and you. Something. So I don't know what's. That's the sound of music, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, sound of music. Beautiful. Right. So, welcome to the adventures of Tempest Hostess and the Long Slumber.
Yeah.
Who would like to recap? We are down a certain Furbolg Kralin for the moment, but he should be along as soon as possible, and he'll just jump in whenever, causing me to have to then adjust all the webcams because streaming fun, yay! And yeah, I'm horrifically
If you
burnt.
hear
For anybody
people
that can
talking,
see.
it's we just got guests.
Ah, that's fine. I mean, again, it was a case of I probably wouldn't have been able to hear it until you mentioned. So it's
Yeah,
all good.
I apologize. It's not. I did not know we were getting guests.
That's all G.
Just kind of annoying.
Okay,
I'm not
so
stopping and playing, by the way. Just
who
for
wants to do a recap for last session while I fiddle with things?
Yeah, I'll go for it, why not?
Yeah, sure.
that. Yeah.
Or do you want to have a go?
Thanks,
Do you want to have a go? What guy? Because you nearly started
Oh, yeah.
before we.
No.
No.
Hell no. I was trying to remember if I get volunteered.
Yeah, sure. If you don't want it, I'm not going to force you to. That's fine.
No, I would rather not. I can't remember exactly where we stopped
No
last
worries
time.
then. Cool. Doctor then.
Well,
We've a story.
as 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 we were in the name of the place we're in, the warrior pools. We fought a naga just in the room behind us, and we managed to defeat it. Only just though, trying to turn our own on us. And once we killed the naga, the slaves that it had under its command were the command was dropped, and they're all very confused and frightened, and as if they, what are we doing here? After searching the naga's body, we found another glyph key. It's blue in colour, and we managed to.
Because I created a little glyph key so people know what they're on about, so I'll just show that for everybody so we know what is being talked about. If you go into the handouts, there's a picture of the glyph key. If I show it to players,
awesome.
it should show up. So yeah,
Nice.
that's kind of what they look like. There's the glowing runes, and
Okay.
it seems like they glow a colour depending on which area they're kind of attuned to. Sorry, carry on.
And we managed to attune it to the one we came in with, which was a white colour. Once we did that, we came back around and we thought it was in the best interest to let the slaves out of here. And along with the dragon turtle, we made a deal with it, and it said it would go out and just live the rest of its life. So after we took them to one of the white portals, we opened it up for them and let all the slaves and the dragon turtle through. For obviously they didn't want to stay down here any longer. So after that, our quest continued, and we got a gift off the dragon turtle. It was Chester, and I believe Naraman's been spending a bit of time with it and sort of knows knows how it works now. Apparently it stores items inside. But as to getting them back out again, I don't know how that really works.
Have you got a hairball? Have you got a hairball? Cough it up.
So we decided to continue our journey through the Doom Vault and came into this next room where we came across several ghouls that were in the water. I mean, they looked quite dead, but I suppose ghouls do, really. And then we had a fight, and some of us got quite badly hurt, and I believe Naraman blew himself up, actually, with one of his own firebolts.
Yep, that happened.
Both of them.
And then once that happened, it was just, this is where we are now, really. We just finished killing them. It's up to date, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll, the word. Inspiration.
Inspiration.
There we go. You have I was going to say you have intimidation, but that's,
What?
that's
Yeah.
definitely not the word I meant. Okay, yeah. So you finally managed to. I think it was Whatgar that got the killing blow.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, then I think it might have been Kraylin who got the
Yeah, I
killing
think
blow on
Kraylin
the
did, yeah.
on the last of the ghouls. Seemed like they were. It seemed like they were fairly easy to take down. It seemed like they were maybe possibly trying to wait for you to attack them and get some sort of jump on the attack, but you managed to stop them from doing that. And they currently lie on the floor, eviscerated, pierced with arrows, in various states of further decomposition, as these are creatures of undeath. Yeah. So, where would you like to go next? You know that in the room there are a couple more of the glass globes that you've seen in the previous room. There are a few. Just double check. Yeah, there are a few doors, but this place here that is open. And if you sort of circle around that way, you could kind of see that there's another one with the white gates there. But yeah, there are a couple of other doors that you see around you. The pool looks to be sort of fairly kind of blackened and kind of like murky, like there's almost a sort of another substance kind of floating around, which is just around the ghouls who are just sort of bobbing in place slowly.
Oh, Together Tube just broke.
Oh, has
I
it?
just refreshed it.
Yep.
Oh God! Thank you, Together Tube. We love you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna need to load up another video.
I say we explore this area first before we continue. We never know what we'll find.
Agreed. I don't think we should leave anything unturned around here.
Yeah, there was that locked door from before in the Naga's room. We didn't quite find a way to get through that yet either, did we? Perhaps we'll find the key
Yeah,
nearby
you
here,
remember
but that was in.
You remember there was a locked door that
It was up here.
Would I perceive that this door is connected to that door?
You can give me an investigation check. Well, actually, I mean, to be fair, if you look in the handouts, there is
Do
the
you
map
have
of
a
the
map?
Doom Vault.
Oh yeah, we have a
so
map.
you can see the areas that are sort of connected and how they work. So, yeah, if you ever like,
Yeah,
oh, where does
yeah,
this,
of
where
course,
does this, where am I? Where does this room? You basically just open it up and like, oh, that's where you are. So yeah, at the moment you know that you're in the area next to the, yeah, you know where you are. And you know that, yes, it does look like it connects to the room that you were just... the room where the Naga was.
But then, before we do that, Kraylin, darling, did you have any more of that magic healing touch do you have? I seem to have... Like, no one's going to hold up his hands. One's kind of, like, slightly singed, and the other one just looks like it's been battered, like bruised. I seem to have encountered a bit of a problem with my magic, a little
Yes.
bit.
Let me see what I can do. Trying to do my best Kraylin impression. Look through his spellbook. What is he? Oh, I don't know if he's... Oh, God, he has gone through and put lots of his spells in.
Nice.
What's he got in the way of healing? Oh, God.
Not anything too much. I don't want to, like, use up all the spell slots before he gets in.
Um,
What happened? I've been doing 5 minutes!
Level 3... Oh, I don't know what healing spells he's got.
Oh, we can save it then, don't worry. Sorry.
Yeah. Because Goodberry... He's got Goodberry, but that doesn't heal, does it? That's just...
Oh.
He's got cure wounds.
It does,
and
but
he's
it's
got-
like one health point.
Yeah. And I don't want to go using up all of his spell slots, so...
Doctor dear, could you fix me? And hold up his stubs.
Should we maybe use a potion or two? We did buy plenty before.
I thought the idea of potions was more mid-combat. So that, there's a dragon, I better drink this.
Okay, well I'll see what I can do for you,
Fuck,
and
dragon.
I'll...
Well, if he's got cure wounds, I'll do a cure wounds on his behalf. How many people do, or is it just you that wants healing, Nariman?
Well,
Oh, I think
I'm
gonna-
gonna
Oh,
heal my
and-
elk.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
Elky.
All right.
Oh, yeah, he
yeah,
got hit hard, yeah, as well.
So Narman just kind of like watches Dogma walk past, go to the elk, like, well, okay then.
as yeah, it seems like Kraylin is just going through his personal spell book. 1d8 plus spellcasting. Oh, he's coming. Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
Noble
I'll give him a moment, and then he can decide what he wants to do in the way of healing of you. But we'll assume that he's sorting that out.
Together Troop is dead again.
Yeah, I think Together Tube is just down, so we'll just have
Bloody
to.
thing.
And I'm not sure what's in the Roll20 stuff.
Just play a bit of Eminem in the background.
Well, I'll just put my phone next to it. Yeah, so I imagine Krillin probably would heal you.
Another Squipsy pops up. Krillin, what's got there?
So yeah, if anybody would like to, does anyone like to
I'm gonna.
I was gonna open this door here.
Snarman's gonna join him.
Okay.
It's me, what's go? Trot, 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 trot.
Give me a perception. Give me a perception check. What gar? Let's see what you notice. 21. Okay, you hear the sounds of something kind of monstrous, and you're hearing like the crunch of what sounds like some sort of bone or something.
Oh no.
And you're hearing probably a couple of voices, definitely two distinct voices, though knowing what languages you speak, it's nothing that you understand yourself. But yeah, it sounds like there's definitely two somethings in there. The voice is kind of like a... that kind of... So yeah, there's definitely two distinct voices.
I think we're down for another fight, lads.
They didn't vote.
Lads.
Didn't vote for nothing. Kronk, are you ready, darling?
Do vote this and do vote that. So I suppose I could be ready. And I proceed to pull out the bow and I dock an arrow ready. If Wogga opens the door.
Ready's a firebolt and the pigeon ready's a bow.
I'll just get rid of
A bow,
these.
an arrow.
Wogga just jumps in like a man.
Okay, so you just got to kick that. You're going to kick the door open.
Yep.
Just give me a second because I can't remember if that door is locked.
Wogga falls back.
Yeah, it's not locked. So you kick open the door, burst it open. In front of you, you see two creatures which seem to sort of be in the middle of the room. There's kind of this dirty looking pool, and around the outside of it seem to be just sort of piles of what look like bones, flesh matter of various sorts of things, and two creatures which seem to sort of be hunched over, kind of nibbling away at some corpse, and you can see like bones and blood sort of dripping from their bodies. They're kind of tall, big tusks sticking out of their mouths, kind of a bit of a foul smell, but you're not entirely sure whether that's of the actual monsters themselves or the room that you're in, and just the stench of undead. Give me a nature check.
I was just gonna ask what are they?
Yeah, give me a nature check and I will tell you what they are. You think that these are trolls. You know
There's
that...
a troll in the dungeon.
Yeah. And you know that they can be resistant to particular elements, though from what you know about trolls, they're... some are resistant to something, and while others are resistant to another thing. So you're not entirely sure what it could be, but you know that they're resistant to something. And as you burst open the door, they both kind of look up in your direction.
Budger just roars back at them and charges.
As you start to charge, they it seems like they're doing a very similar thing. Give me 2 seconds. I will adjust the turns order, and hopefully Tom comes in fairly quickly. So yeah, that's initiative.
Did me, Doctor, and Pigeon get an extra attack because we readied an action because something was there? But yes.
Yeah, I would say. So what were you readying?
Everything was like I had like a firebolt, and the pigeon had a bow.
I had my bow.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that.
Yeah,
you've gotten yourself in. It doesn't look like the pigeon has got much of a...
Yeah, she doesn't look very line of sight.
Line of sight.
I'll not be her.
But looks like you You think that you could probably clip the edge of one of them.
May I ask what size they are?
These are large.
Okay.
I'll roll initiative
Definitely
while I'm
large.
waiting.
And I will roll initiative. Again, I'll just copy one of these.
Wait, that shouldn't have rolled for Doc.
Yeah, that was Prong's initiative.
Yeah.
You.
And I'll just have to, just because you've all moved over there now. So let me just,
Are we linked it correctly?
let me just do that.
Now, Pigeon, you have 0 the initiative. Is that possible?
Doc,
What's that?
Just like 0 initiative. Because it is just dex.
I mean, if you've got a minus to your dex, then yeah, you could end up with
So
a
where's...
0 initiative.
Let me roll for prongs. What was... Because...
And let me roll for their
I
initiative.
believe
No.
it's Dex plus plus modifier, right? I mean, Dex modifier plus 1d20.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So is that everyone? Oh, we need one for
Yeah, Pigeon.
Pigeon. Did you roll for her?
Oh no, sorry. I'm gonna wait. Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nine.
What about
Nice.
that? I will.
God damn it.
Let me roll one for Kralin as well, just while he's not here. Where's his sheet?
I'm like 5 feet too short, damn it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're
And
too
I'll
short?
put Kralin next to you guys as well.
Oh.
What's up?
I can't make it.
Oh right. I heard an O from Chibi. I was like, oh no, what's he realised?
So are we... You say me and...
Yeah, I would say that you pulled your bow back and like ready to shoot. So yeah, I'll put Kralin. Oh, thankfully Kralin's 9, so we might get people in before that. Sort that. Damn it! Every fucking time. What's Pigeons? Or have you not done hers yet?
Oh, she got a 9.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was
there we
9.
go. So I'll put her before Kralin. Right, yeah. So whoever readied their actions then.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, I would say
Chibi,
Gronk,
you go
would probably
first.
get surprised because of your thing that I forget the name of.
Cool.
Because you've kind of surprised them.
Nice. So
Yeah, we'll just go in. We'll just go in turn order again. But yeah, this is before everyone else acts. So
Okay,
Dotner, release your first one. Just pretend. That
do we
they're
get?
battle music.
With it being surprised, we get advantage?
Yeah, I would say you would do. Yeah, you sort of surprise these things.
So I'm gonna shoot the one on the left. I'm
Yep.
just gonna go in quick succession.
Boosh boosh. Okay, a hit and a hit. Yeah, 2 hits. So what's that? 20 and 20. Boom. Actually, I can put the numbers in, can't I? Doof. And come on, you as well. Almost told you how much health they have. So what's that? 40 damage. Nice.
That would be a mistake, yeah.
And it's a
Hello.
Tom. Good
Hello.
timing.
hello.
Hello, sir. Yep, good
Tom,
timing
Tom.
because we've just started into combat. Before we go on, because Nariman would have asked you for healing, so I don't know what you have in the way of healing abilities. Because I don't want to say, oh, he wasn't here, so you don't get healing. Because yeah, we
Thank you.
realise it was fair enough. So, do you want to try and heal Nariman? I'll just kind of backtrack a little bit.
Is there any coin in it for me?
They give you all the coin you want there.
Just keep me alive, goddammit!
And buy you so many books you have no idea.
Right.
Not like a lot of healing, just like a small bit.
Enough to stop him from falling apart.
Bite-size healing.
And yeah, the rest of you can
Very
also
slow.
be thinking about what you're going to be doing.
Right.
Oh, I
Okay.
guess I could also do my other fireball. I rolled already up there, so I'll just roll it again because of the advantage. Do you have advantage too?
Yeah, for the
Sweet.
surprised nature.
So that's the second one for the AC. So 16. I will take the first one, which is 22 versus AC, a damage 11.
Oh, did you roll? If you roll, is that
Yeah, it was like way up above in the initiative. Whenever he said, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, and I clicked it, and I was like, oh, we're doing it yet.
I see Crown of Madness, but I don't see.
It's like, it's
It
above
rolled,
the...
Wrong.
Oh, there I see. Yeah, I see because it didn't have the
22,
text.
it's 11
so yeah,
damage,
20.
yeah.
So 22. But yeah, so that's what that 11. Okay.
Damage, yeah.
You
I
see.
should mention this is fire.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that. So yeah, Dotma, two arrows just stick into the hide of this thing. It seems like the one that you were firing at seemed to be of female in form. It's a little bit sort of slender in places. You think there's a slightly more pronounced chest region to the troll. A very low semblance of some sort of dress. Just in case that really made much of a difference. And then yeah, Naruman, the same one, shooting off this ball of fire. Hits against the hide of the troll. Doesn't seem to have taken as much of an effect. It seems like this particular troll is slightly resistant to the effects of fire-based damage.
Yeah.
But that's certainly some damage. What was it, 11? Cool. No, don't give it that much damage. That's the one. Cool. Yeah, fires it over. If you want to make one for Pigeon.
Oh, she wasn't ranged.
Oh, she was. Yeah, she's just out. It's like, oh god, there's something in there, but I can't see it. Kraylin, were you going to do a heal or?
Before we start this fight, my friends, I think it's possibly a good idea for me to heal. But I suddenly feel a lot more powerful in this. Let me see what I can do here.
Fix me a little bit. Don't go all full health.
Yeah, okay. I'm not feeling that strong just yet then. Let me see if I can...
If I were to put like a numerical value on how much damage I've taken, I'd say roughly of the 24-ish.
Ah, okay. Let me see what I can do to help you there.
Cheeky.
I thought
yeah,
I had every single one of these
before.
in here.
Yeah, I looked on your sheet and I was like, I can't find any of the stuff that he's put on.
Oh yeah, taking it off. We've all just rested, haven't we?
Yeah, you would have all just rested, so whatever you would have casted in the fight with the ghouls.
Yeah, we long rested after the Naga.
Oh, okay. So after the ghouls, then it would just be... I think we all might need some help with this. Let me see what I can do.
Ooh,
Mask Cure Wounds! Nice.
awesome.
So yeah, he... Kraylin gathers... so is that just six... That's six
That's
crews,
everybody.
That's everybody, cool. So it gathers you round and you all feel
19.
invigorated.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I was healthy. No.
44,
5, a 2 and an 8.
54, so that's 53. Nice.
Which also heals myself. Which is
Nice. We
handy.
all got a little bit hurt, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean,
And you leveled up, so your maximum health would have been a little bit lower. So your maximum health would be a little bit higher, but your current... Because we realised that you don't heal when you level up. Just your max goes up.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you all have healing, which, yeah, I'll let you apply, that's fine. So that was everybody. Kronk. It seems like everyone's acting quite at once.
I will rage,
You go into a rage.
as is traditional. And then with a loud bellow, I'll just charge through the doorway, belt it towards this one, use my bonus action to try and
Hold
trip
on.
go for it.
As you get within 5 feet of the pool, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
I can. What's it against? Because I have rules.
This is. It seems like the floor around the pool seems to be crusted with like bones, dead bodies, remains of what you assume are probably what these things have been feeding on. So this is not so much damage. You feel like it's more to stop yourself from having some sort of movement based. It's
Right,
more to like
cool.
work your way through it without falling.
Yeah, no
it's
problem.
Kind
Yeah.
of difficult terrain.
Dexterity save.
It's not dexterity saving. It's not difficult terrain, but it kind of counts as difficult terrain. So you don't have advantage on that, or do you?
No, not unless it's a specific targeted effect on me.
No,
And
it's
it's
not.
an area,
Yeah. 6. So unfortunately, you fall prone, and because of the terrible fail there, hang on a minute. It says make a dexterity saving throw, but it doesn't say what the DC is. So yeah, I'm just going to say that you're prone.
Right,
What the
I'll,
fuck? It literally does not say what the DC is. So yeah, you
You
are
get to say
So
what you like.
where-
Is
where
it
did-
usually strength or something like that?
where did I
It's
fall from?
basically where the first point when you entered 5 feet of the pool. So if
Probably
you,
like that.
So,
I would say either one square ahead of.
so I fell. So I fell prone there. So I've used 10 feet. Half my remaining movement to stand up is 15 feet off, and another 15 feet is 5, 10, 15, which means it doesn't change my
Cool, that's fine. But
change
yeah.
my move.
So, but yeah,
Cool.
what guy you see Kronk kind of stumble, kind of fall down, and this sort of rage just filling his body. The troll
Cool.
in front of you just snarling and.
And in anger, I'll just sweep out with my shields its legs,
Mhm.
which is a shove for
For
rules purposes.
Oh dear, let's see. No. So are we just knocking this thing prone?
Prone. Yep, and then
Slams on the floor.
I'd like
You get
to
a
grapple it.
you get a tiny shot of the Goochel region as it falls down to the floor. And what was the second one? Sorry.
I've grabbed its ankles and they're holding them above its head.
Oh
It's a
right,
grapple
yeah,
check.
fair enough. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother rolling at that point because
Cool.
fucking 31. So yeah.
And then I am going to use my remaining action to just gore the hell out of the leg I'm holding in front of my face.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then, just for giggles, blast it with some lightning. Thunder clouds forming above my head. Little bolt of lightning. They're just
Nice.
forming.
So yeah, that's the first one definitely hits with not 17, 16 piercing damage and Dex. Oh wait, automatically fails because it's being
Because it's grappled
it's
and pinned, yeah.
unpinned,
Not
yeah.
pinned, it's prone.
prone because you knocked it prone.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's 3 lightning damage. That sucks.
A little cloud.
Just a little
First
little
turn.
static shock.
But-
Like "Grrrr!"
First turn, the cloud will get bigger.
if you understood, it'd just be really pissed off at the moment. But yeah, that's fine. So is that everybody's surprises and things done?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Top of the round then, Dogma.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you would have seen from your point of view the fireball just sort of beat against the skin of this creature and just sort of roll off. It definitely did some damage, but it doesn't seem to have left like as much of a scorch mark as the previous fireballs have.
How
Remember.
effective was the lightning?
The lightning seemed to take as much of an effect as you would have expected from 3 points of lightning damage.
Woot!
As they haven't acted yet, I get advantage.
Mhm.
Whoop, 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 whoop. And I again aim for the one on the left.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna 2 arrows in quick succession.
Ooh, nice. So that's yeah, your second one just misses, but your first one definitely hits the mark. So that's 28.
Or just because I can and I want to try it. For my bonus action, I'm gonna use my lightning arrow
Mhm.
and aim.
Oh, the spell.
Obviously, the spell here. But obviously, I have to roll it as a normal attack. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
weird. I can't get it as
That's
a.
fine.
And it's that one.
New spells.
I think it's a
Oh,
bonus.
Oh shit!
yeah.
Mother of God!
Reaching back, and you feel that you send lightning through, rippling through the arrow. The head just starts to glow with almost this red hot heat as you fire it off. It just turns into just a bolt of lightning, sears through, and just strikes the troll in the face.
Does that spell have an AoE?
Yeah, it does 10 foot.
10 foot, so...
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shit.
this doesn't affect you. I have to roll.
Oh,
again.
no, it doesn't affect me. No, that's not what I was worried about. I was worried about the guy in front of me not getting lightning bolted.
Oh, so yeah, does the other one...
Chris,
the
can
other
you
one-
actually shoot this lightning bolt arrow?
It's a spell, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's an action to shoot it usually.
yeah, it's a bonus.
Wait, it's a bonus?
Yeah.
Fuck
It's a bonus to actually activate. I think you need an action to shoot it.
Yeah,
No. It's a spell cast. It's not an arrow at all.
Not
No,
an
it's
arrow.
not an arrow. It's a spell
Yeah.
cast.
It's
Oh,
a spell
okay.
cast,
It's not
but
an
it
arrow.
says I have to roll it as an attack. It says to roll it as a normal attack, but it is a spell cast.
So the second,
Oh, okay,
so the
okay, okay.
second
Sorry,
one,
sorry. Yeah,
so the
that's
second
fine.
one is
Second-
just damage. It doesn't.
The second one is a 2d8, which is damage to the within 10 feet of range of the arrow,
Okay.
and you have to make a DC.
All right. Okay. That's what I was
Hang on.
thinking.
Shit, sorry.
Yes, it's safe
Thought I had
for
it wrote down, but I
It's
did not have it wrote down.
It should be on your spellcasting sheet.
Yeah,
your
but I don't
spell
think I
save
wrote
DC
it.
is.
Oh, my
It'll be,
myself
15,
saved
16-ish?
40.
14. And what is it, a dex save?
I believe so. Just sorry,
Yeah, just let me
let me
double check.
double check.
New spells,
Yes,
yay!
well,
Because at the end of the encounter, for those people in the stream, everyone hit level 9, so they've all got fancy new toys to play with.
Charge, lightning arrow. Yeah, with
Dexterity save.
dexterity 2d8 lightning damage
Cool.
on fail.
Right.
Save, you take half as much.
Yeah, it rolled. That's a 6, so that takes the full effect of that. So that's another 17 lightning damage to the one next to it.
And obviously,
Kronk and what guy? You see this bolt of lightning shoot forward and strike. Strike down the second troll. It just seems to shoot and pierce through just to the other side of the wall and just slumps over dead. And the second one just gets jolted by lightning. Kronk, you just sort of have to almost step back slightly.
Not from lightning, I don't.
Flavour, but yeah, you see the
Okay,
you see the lightning just surge into this other troll, and holding it in place while it shudders around. Is that you done, or would you like to wreak more vengeance?
That is me done.
Nerman.
Norman is kind of
Basically
turns
just
to
did like,
the dog like,
100 points of
holy
damage.
shit, dear. Do that more often, please. And take a step up behind Watgar.
Mhm.
It's going to say, I was going to make you go fast there, but there's near been meat now. I'm going to throw us the fireball at the other one.
Okay. This will be at disadvantage because this thing is prone.
Oh, it's prone.
Yeah,
Buggery.
he knocked it prone.
Okay, I'll look into. I'll just roll twice and the first damage will be what it is.
Nice.
22 for 8 damage.
Yeah, that's a definite hit, and that's fire damage, which you know that it's slightly resistant to. It's sort
I'll look
of.
into. Okay, that's me done.
Okay. What guy?
What guy's going to move?
I will remind you that Kronk, you saw Kronk stumble in this like 5-foot radius around it. So yeah, if you want to avoid that effect,
I
just
will be
double
doing
check.
that, yes.
Yeah, it literally doesn't say what the DC is. You fucking book. But yeah,
Yeah, I'll
that's
avoid
an
that.
appropriate DC.
I think I still managed to peacefully get
Yeah,
like yonder.
that's. I mean, yeah. If you just want to say that you stick around, there is like another 5 foot around the outside of it.
Yeah, I'll just make it about here anyway. And I'm just gonna throw axes at the damn thing.
Okay, you're not going to move
Above.
up and attack it because
No, I can't.
it is prone.
This is
Oh, is
yeah,
that
like
the max
I-
of your
yeah,
distance?
I can't
Oh,
move
man.
anymore. Yeah.
Oh, then
I'm not willing to use action search.
Sorry,
for this.
fair enough.
so
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
so
gonna
you
throw the axes.
chuck, unfortunately, at disadvantage.
Yep.
But
10.
10 misses. You fling it, hits across the back wall.
And
The
13.
second one sticks into this thing, but just seems like it's just a glancing hit. It didn't seem to have any effect. Is that you
Sort
done
of.
then?
Yep.
Okay. Bronze!
Because he
Can't these
has,
things roll the fucking 2 on their initiative.
because he roll 50 feet, so he's going to run around the edge, run right up to this person, and
floor.
do his
This
charge
would
ram.
be advantage because it's a melee on the floor. Ooh, didn't need the advantage, but okay, so that's 15 bludgeoning damage.
I've never seen a blue outline before, that's neat.
That's when you deal a 20 and a 1. You
Ah,
have like multiple rolls.
Or
So is that 15?
max roll on minimum roll.
Yeah,
neat.
Yeah,
that's what I should have said, max and min. Which is, a
And-
1, a 6, and a 1. It's amazing.
and that is Prong's go over. Well, because he's already
It's
being
already
grappled, so-
it's already prone and grappled. Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
a pretty
so,
bad
yeah,
state.
I can't knock it prone again. Get it there!
Yeah.
Double prone.
You can shove it back though.
Kronk, what would you like to do?
Can I hold this thing up to get shot?
Yeah. Maybe just a basic strength check, just to sort of lift this thing up, because it is a large creature, but you're pretty strong, so.
Let's have a look.
And I would say we'll call that a bonus action to just kind of lift this thing up. Free action if you pass it.
What did I get?
Yeah, as it's kind of thrashing around a little bit, it's kind of hard to lift it up without it kind of You still got it grappled, but it's kind of hard to like lift it up.
Yep, no problem. In that
Yeah, it's a
case,
free
I
action, so-
will drag it back a little.
Okay.
Although it's going to be it's a bit crowded over here, so no, I don't think that's probably going to happen. So no, I'll just go bananas on it.
Okay. Yep. Hits and a hits and a dex save. So
No
let's
need.
just see what that is. So that's 13 from the first one, and 12 from the second one,
31.
and bloof.
It doesn't get a save. It's prone.
Oh, of course it does. Yep. So that's 6 damage. Yeah, you stab into it twice with your horns. Yeah, how would you like to do this?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You wail on
right.
these fucking things.
So I'll like be struggling to like lift it up and bring it round, and it's like grabbing onto the edge of the pool. So I just like belt it in the face a few times and just sort of go, right, die then. And I'm just going to tear its legs apart and just gash its stomach out with my my horns and just like throw one of its legs into the pool, chuck the other ones to the floor, and then look around for something else to kill.
And then you realise that the other one is dead as well. So,
Yeah. Oh.
yeah. Sorry, Kronk, we've killed everything already. Yeah, you killed the trolls. They both seem to be stood there.
Good lord.
Dun, 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 dun,
You know what, it's
dun.
meant to be a doom vault, not an easy vault. Famous last words, as they say, but you know.
You keep saying that now, man. I'll just up the difficulty.
I know.
You forgot the Dogma did like... I think Dogma did over 100 points of damage
Yeah.
in 2
Yes.
turns. So just so you know.
Fucking destroyed.
Yes, yeah. The guy like a whole game plan it was going to double haste on the 2 melees and everything prepared, but no.
I
I
just
just
I
reread
can't
the
believe
section.
I critted.
Yeah, that was
What happened,
dangerous.
DC?
Yeah, I just it's not the DC. It's if you make a dexterity saving throw in that area. So walking through it is fine. That's my bad. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you have killed these things, and yet against the. So if you start to fill her in, then you'll see that there's another one of the black gates to the against the back wall.
Well, I could say that went electrifying.
Yes, it was rather shocking, dear.
Kronk's going to be like rather sulkily kicking bits of the trolls and seeing if these are actually carrying anything.
Okay,
Other
give
than
me an
bits of-
investigation check.
Vodka collects his axes.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get around and collect set arrows.
This is going to be appalling, but that's okay because he's just kicking bits of leg.
Yeah, they don't seem to have much on them. They're kind of wearing sort of cloth and leather jerkins that may look like they've been like pieced together from bits and pieces. The one that you assume is probably the female has like a very like ramshackle kind of bag, but doesn't seem to have anything important in it. Maybe just a few like fingers.
Is
some sort of
does the
humanoid.
water hurt? You know, like dapple my fingers in the water.
Looking
and see if
into
it
the
hurts.
water, it doesn't seem to have any sort of effects to it. It just seems pretty disgusting. As you're looking around, you can see the sort of remains of these entrails and bones, kind of just as they're sort of slowly decomposing. They're kind of dribbling into this pool, and it's just kind of this horrible sort of mess.
So all over the floor in here, it's like black gunk and crap, right?
Pretty much, it's basically around a 5 foot perimeter around the outside of the pool is just like bones, dead bodies of like. There's so many different things in there. There's like, and you're probably seeing like a few scraps of like red clothing, so you think they've maybe even been fed remains of the of some of the red wizards, possibly, or some of the other Théans which have been around here. It seems like it's kind of like just a dumping ground for dead bodies, those that were, you know, who didn't follow the rule.
Can I point out just where I'm standing at the minute?
Where, yeah.
And realise that I'm going to have to run into the room, not knowing exactly what's going on because we're standing outside, and react like, by the gods, what have you done now?
As you say that, you see there's a very faint sort of as the trolls get back up. It seems like they have regenerative abilities.
Run through.
one that you ripped the leg off struggles to sort of try and get up to its feet, but it claws out at you with very lackluster, being the closest thing. Fuck me. That's that. Tries to. That was cocked. Oh, it does manage to make one with a 25. Just sort of lashes out with one. You back away from that. The second one just catches against you, dealing 11 piercing damage.
How long has it been since they fell?
Probably about not too long. Basically, a turn.
Oh, thanks.
Basically.
Oh, so your rage would still be active.
Yeah, your rage would still be active at this point. So
Actually,
yeah,
no,
you
you
get-
just got hit.
No, that's not right. Minus.
Yeah, so it's half
There we go.
damage.
Cool.
The second one looks like it starts to get up. And yeah, you can see, where the hole is still there, and it's just kind of slowly closing as it sort of gets up and looks around the room as for its first target.
I'll throw a fireball at its like empty hole, like to sort of like
Another firebolt.
ensure the wind is open. Just like
Okay, throw another firebolt. This one isn't a disadvantage because it has gotten back up on its feet now. 13. Hits against the chest and it drops this one to the floor.
They're not
Dead.
dying. What the fuck?
I mean, we'll look at. You could go around the turn order again, but the second one seems to be up. If anybody wants to deal with that one.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Are we having a turn order?
Hold on. There we go. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. But yeah. So where are we with? Yeah, we'll go to the pigeon next then.
Oh, then she'll take a shot at the one that's grabbed a swipe at her crunk. I need to get her a sheet +2. Oof, that's not going to hit, is it?
11 isn't a hit at this one, no.
No. Yeah, per pigeon, that's her done.
Okay, I should have gone like completely wrong in the order, haven't I? Kraylin. Oh no, it's alright because Nariman was at the top there. Yeah, Kraylin. You see another one got up from the floor. The second one just sort of claws against Kronk. One of its legs missing, so it's kind of half holding itself up with one of its arms. The other one claws out.
By the gods, these creatures of the night don't seem to want to stay down.
Give me
Well,
a
perhaps-
nature check, Kraylin, as you're a druid. You know of natures and things. See if there's anything you know. Okay, you know that trolls have the regenerative ability, and it generally depends on an elemental effect. These ones seem vulnerable to cold damage, and also cannot regenerate if they're basically cold damage. So yeah, the way to stop them is freeze them with some sort of ice, snow, that kind of thing. If you have any cold damaging abilities.
Which would have been handy
'Cause you
last
know
time.
that basically these things will keep on going until
Yes.
yeah.
Holy
If only
hell,
Kronk
that
knew,
hits
there's no way he'd let you cast frost spells on them.
But they'll keep getting back up, and I can keep hitting them.
Exactly.
These evil
Perfect
creatures are
sparring
gonna.
partners.
These evil creatures are going to keep coming at us unless we can put them down. There's only one way to stop them, and that's
Tear
with
their
the
legs
frost-
off! Ah!
The eternal frost of night.
Cold damage.
What happened to the leg? Did the guy
The leg,
regenerate the whole
I
leg?
think you threw it into the pool, didn't you? So yeah, you can see the body of the troll is sort of slowly growing itself a new leg, but like very
Oh, it
slowly.
is. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
maybe
the
chopping
leg
heads
at the
off
bottom of the
wouldn't work.
pool isn't slowly growing another troll. Seems like yeah, goes from the biggest bit. So yeah,
I was assuming something like that. I just didn't know if
Yeah.
chopping the heads off would work.
I mean,
That seems
there
right.
are many things you can try, Kraylin.
Yep.
What are you going to try?
Basically, until anybody else says anything better in the meantime. If these are creatures of the night, then perhaps they're used to this, but we'll see what happens anyway. Let me bring up my little file here. Herdwen, Moon Goddess, give me your strength and help me to cast your will. And you just see my hands rise into the air, and like a big light shimmering from the rooftop on that, and a beam coming down on this one.
Yeah, the other one has dropped down, so that one's still up.
Yeah. So basically, just casting a moonbeam
Moonbeam.
onto that. Yes.
Okay. Con save. Oh yeah, makes the save there. Unfortunately, rolled a 19.
It's okay. It's next on the
half
order.
damage, isn't it? So yeah, no, we said that it takes damage from the first instance.
Yeah, and then every turn.
Yeah. So yeah, 9 radiant. Well, yeah, half damage. So 5. Okay.
Sure.
Let's see who's next. It's not fair to make it roll again. Dokma.
Sort of completely bewildered how one's got up after having that much lightning surge through its body.
Yeah.
What
I'm just,
doesn't happen? Why
I'm
isn't
just-
that its turn?
Because because of the circumstances of what's going on,
moving.
I thought it
Okay,
just
okay.
attacked Kronk, so I'll redo it. But
Yep.
it's an awkward situation with things that regenerate.
just gonna
I hate when that
look
happens.
at the one that's got like sort of no leg. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fire 2 arrows at it.
Okay. Just a basic no longbow.
Yeah.
Your second one, your first one, sort of sinks into the flesh again, but it's the first one that seems to sink into like inside it, and brings this one down. It slumps to the floor, dead at this point. Right, between you, how are you going to stop these things from regenerating? Because very quickly you think that they will probably regenerate and get back up again. So to take out the turn order, collectively, how are you going to stop them regenerating?
Well, Kronk is going to rip the one's
Yeah.
head off on the floor.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm helping Kronk.
Yep, you have
That's
that.
right. idea as
I
well.
pull out a rapier and start chopping off
Okay.
limbs.
You spend
You could just do the same.
10-15 minutes pulling out as many sharp objects as you can, and slowly just chopping these things into bits, ripping off heads, chopping limbs, digging inside and like finding organs and like severing them. Yeah, you think these things are probably pretty dead at this point.
Smushy.
Kronk is loving it. You remember in if any of your childhoods, kids in sand pits, that kind of thing. Kronk's just loving it. Just rolling around, kicking off limbs, jumping up and down in piles of wet troll goop, which stinks, by the way. But it doesn't seem to be bothering him. Just kind of. Normally he angry rages. This seems to be a happy rage. It's really strange to see. But yeah, you think that these things probably aren't going to be getting up anytime soon.
Once they're all squishied,
So,
I go, "Hey, Elfie, open this door."
Please tell me some of you knows how to do prestidigitation.
Does Dokma open the door?
No, he sort of raises his hand
Which
and
door?
walks over to
The
one
one
door.
on the-
Just
There's the
The-
white
the-
gate ahead of you.
Alright, yes, I'll come over and I start like flicking it.
Yeah, pulling the emblem out, holding it open, and it fizzles down.
Whee!
Fizzles
And
away.
Kronk just goes and jumps in the puddle up ahead and starts washing the grime off.
You start moving in that direction, completely forgetting that door is locked, and you just poof against the door.
Oh, crap. I'll kick it down.
Give me a strength check.
Don't have strength buttoned. Hang on. There we go.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Poof, you hit against it once, take a charge up and smash straight through it, knocking this thing off its hinge, and the rest of you just see Krong whoop, bloop, into the pools.
Cannonball!
Meanwhile, Norman's going through the rest of them and cast prestidigitation on all of them. It's like,
on the bits of troll.
on everyone. All
Oh,
the ones
right,
that are
yeah,
on
fair
everybody,
enough, yeah.
Just cleans them.
Just spend another couple of minutes just slowly cleaning each other off.
And actually, on that, Norman's actually going to spend about a good 5 minutes just going around the pool, cleaning the ground, just to have a look to see if anything. Maybe not. Actually, yeah, maybe like inside the trolls since they regenerate. Maybe they've got some
Maybe
crap inside.
maybe an investigation check as well.
Yeah. Should be fine there. that a great number?
Yeah, again, it's kind of hard to see if anything of use. It seems like it's pretty much just bodies at this point. I mean, there are like strips of tattered clothing of various colours, but nothing really. It seems like the trolls have had their way with these bodies of whatever they are. And yeah, that's it. There's human bodies, there's monstrous bodies, there's like beastie bodies, there's bits of everything really, and it's just bones, blood.
I stomp back into the room, dripping water and chuckling quietly.
So hold on a sec. You threw them through there so that they couldn't come back through the white gate?
Hmm?
Oh no, they're they're smushed. They're raspberry jam.
Yeah, they're just in pieces. I mean, you know that.
Except for this bit, and I hold up a tusk.
Yeah, there's just a single tusk with a bit of grisly flesh just sort of dangling from it. I mean,
Wait,
you know.
wait, isn't troll blood worth something?
Oh shit! Really? Really? Again, you destroy the things that make us money.
It was fun.
It was fun, but
The check's memory for trolls.
I mean, you've got the book there, but
I'm
yeah,
looking.
pretty much as Nariman has sort of been prestidigitationing and sort of kicking things like into the pool to sort of clear a bit of space.
No,
You
troll
don't
has
think
no
you've-
use for
yeah,
baths.
well, you don't think you've got really enough to have any use.
sick every time. So
I just remembered that there are probably troll's blood potions.
Good
So
point. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
yeah,
oh fuck.
At this point, you think that it's probably.
Oh well.
Yeah, good call for
Oh, well.
good call for future. Kraylin, you know that the trolls, yeah, there is a regenerative ability, and generally, yes, it is cold that will halt the damage. But at this point, there are so many small bits. You think it will take a very long time before they start to form any sort of danger. I mean, for a start, you're not the way the bodies are. You're not even sure where it would choose to start, where it would be able to start regenerating from at all. It's kind of
Do
the
they
whole,
regenerate
kind of the whole,
together, or-
Wolverine and Deadpool kind of argument. Like, once you chop them up into pieces, they regenerate, but like, do they regenerate from where? Like, are we just going to end up with an army of little 1 foot tall trolls
I
from all the
think
bits?
I think if they take massive damage, they can't regenerate. So like if a player takes their entire hit points over again.
Fair enough.
Well, I think if a troll takes its entire hit points over again, it can't regenerate anymore.
Right.
So
I think.
what about
But yeah,
the
you think you're
Kraylin?
probably safe for now.
What about the large thing of water in the middle? Is that like all murky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just seems to be sort of kind of murky and horrible as you've been sort of just chucking these bits. And yeah, there are bits of like bones and flesh just kind of floating on the surface. There's a bit of a
what's-
scummy kind of layer.
What's above us?
Above you, it's just similar to the rest of the caverns. They're pretty much all kind of domed. The walls maybe go up about 10 feet or so, and then it's just like a dome.
I thought maybe this is the dumping ground so that they dump from above, but no.
No, there doesn't seem to be any sort of puddle or any like tube or something. You gather that they're probably brought along by like hand or something.
Seems like an incredibly stupid idea to have just doors to trolls. Which you
I mean,
then
it looked
render-
like they were serving enough. Like, you know, basically they're kept fed, so they're probably told like, oh, you know, if you stay here, we'll bring you food.
That's true.
And they're kind of like, yeah, food, good. Wait here.
Can I pull the moonbeam that would still have been
Yeah, sure.
relatively active across the water?
Yeah. Everyone's kind of just looking at you, and then looking at the moonbeam, and then back at you, and like, oh yeah, and you pull it down.
Right, go. I was going to see if the moonbeam would illuminate the water in any way.
Not really enough. I mean, you see a little bit down, but it is generally sort of too murky.
Cool.
Okay, did you want to do that little swimming thing you did last time?
No. This
Whoa!
water is disgusting.
I just got clean.
I'll clean you after with magic. It'll feel great.
Mm.
I
Oh,
promise.
clean.
Thank you, dear.
Jumping,
I-
jumping in.
I like sit on the edge of the pool and dangle my feet in and look down and look up and go, and then just plop off into the water.
Yeah, it doesn't. You dump in. Again, you just sort of feel the sort of filth just kind of stick to you again. It is kind of hard to see. It's a little bit sort of soupy. Almost, you're seeing bits of things floating around. You can see the leg just sort of sat there on the bottom, and it's probably only about like 20-25 feet deep, and it doesn't look like there's anything beyond just chunks of bones, bodies, flesh. It doesn't look like there's anything that sort of takes your fancy,
Cool.
chest or anything.
I like pull myself back out and go,
Whenever he comes back up, I'll
No.
like walk over and with like a flourish, like just like really dramatically, whoosh, and you press digitation. There's like a gust of wind just wraps around him and cleans them all up.
Every
Wow.
time,
Magical hairdryer.
Yeah.
Fur just goes.
Wow. I want to do
Every-
that. How can I do that?
Takes years of study, my friend. Thank you for looking there. I appreciate it.
every time you fellas go ahead, you leave a mess behind you. I think I'm gonna take the lead this time.
Oh
I'm
dear.
gonna start wandering off.
Okay.
Oh dear. I suppose we better go looking after Kraylin then.
I did say I collected my axes, right?
Yeah,
Just
that's
so you
fine,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a generic.
Generally, unless I say, like, oh, your axes are not going to be able to be found at this point, I'd say, yeah, you're able to recover.
I'll just
Weapons and
keep
things.
saying it anyway because
That's fine.
It's
just in case
safer
you
for
forget.
everybody
Yeah.
involved, and
Right.
I don't get what they call
What do they
um, con. Is it con? Something con? No, I can't remember.
Confused?
Yeah, but no.
Perhaps this time, my friends, we could try a
Complacent,
different
that's the word.
approach.
Hey
Complete.
dear.
As you go
Hello?
to the door, Kraylin, make me
I got
a...
it. How's about? I throw the dwarf. Yeah.
I'm actually game for that. That seems like an excellent way to get into
Good
battle.
man, Stumpy height. No 5.
Oh God! Claw ball special.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah,
go on.
Kraylin, if you'll make me a perception check just as you get close to the door. Again, it doesn't seem like this door in particular has any lock or anything on it, but you can sort of put your ear up against it. You're hearing a little bit of sloshing of water, like a crackle of a torch or a fire or something, and you can hear something moving around, but it doesn't seem to be making any particular noise that you really recognise as anything. Just seems like maybe something's like pacing around, maybe something dunking in the water, but nothing that's
Yeah, as a different approach, as I say, I'm gonna try a different technique on this, which is just to be. Hello, is there anyone in there?
You heard a sound of something that seemed to recognise the knocking, and then just a couple of, there would have been like 4 splashes, like a of something.
Sounds like someone could be in the bath.
Yeah, like we really found the bathroom in the prison.
Well, I'm sure this place has to have a bathroom.
Well, what was that room we were just in? That was pretty rank.
Yes,
You have a
well,
point.
I don't think it was that way to begin with, but okay. Well, we can press on.
And the things we found on this room finished shitting a couple of years ago.
Well, let's try this one more time. Hello.
Hello? Anyone at home?
No effect.
Okay, it
Nope.
looks like we're going to have to do this
Give
the
him
usual
pamphlets
way.
now.
I'm just going to back away from the door and basically look at look at Kronk and go ahead.
Oh, I get to knock. I get to knock. Yeah, Kronk goes up and knocks with his foot. Whole hand.
Yeah, whole full force, or
Oh yeah.
all right, yeah, you kick,
Knocking. Whack.
kick against the door, and it doesn't seem to take this thing off the hinges, but yeah, it just sort of swings open, then swings back with the force, and then just sort of slowly opens back up. And you can see into the room. Similar to how the room with the trolls looked, it seems like there's a fine layer of sort of bone fragments and things. Sort of that's generally like all across the entire floor. The grey circles that you see are kind of like piles of bones, in a sort of macabre kind of decoration of whatever is currently residing in this particular room. And you can see what look like 4 trails of something. Like you can see kind of what look like trails through the through like the bones scattered across the floor, and it looked like they jumped into the water, whatever they were. And you can see stone braziers kind of set into the floor, which seem to be crackling with just firelight. But there's a little bit of a rippling in the water where it seems that there was some movement in there recently, which you heard.
Why are they dumping bones in all these places?
This one,
Oh.
this one doesn't seem to be like flesh or anything. This one is more just. This one is just bones and things. So it doesn't
Where would
seem
you
to be
put your
as.
bones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna dock an arrow into my bow and just wait for. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for something to attack us before I attack it.
Okay. Yeah, you currently don't see anything. You probably see like a few of the like ripples in the pool, but it doesn't seem like there's anything there at the moment.
No, I'm in the pigeon. I'm going to do the same thing as Dogma. Anything that pops up as aggressive, I'm going to throw shit at
What
it.
are you going to ready then?
Oh.
Another fireball?
Oh,
or...
Fireball, yeah,
Ah, cool.
Fireball.
That's
I'm
become
just
your
ready to
new
swing.
Eldritch Blast, hasn't it?
It has. Zero cost, easy to spam.
Cool.
not
Yeah, Vodka
here to
also
hurt
just ready
you.
his his mercy's bite to just swing at the first thing that gets into contact.
Yeah.
We come in peace.
Wait,
And
one
I'll
pigeon, she'd probably
Trump.
walk out.
like reach up and just take the tooth and hide it in his belt.
Oh, the
I'm
troll
gonna-
tusk.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, fair enough.
We come in peace.
I'm going to give my back to this wall, but edge slowly closer to these pillars and see if we can detect what magic may be coming from them.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Why do I get the feeling I should be going ack,
There is definitely a sense of some sort of actually, no, there doesn't seem to be anything magical in this area. There's just the fire of the braziers. Just sort of
so they're
crackling
just-
away.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, they're about maybe like 5 foot off the floor, and they're kind of like almost like like stone claws, kind of enclosing it so that you can't really like, kind of like a decorative kind of thing.
Are these attached to the floor?
Yeah, they seem to be attached to the floor. I mean, it doesn't look like they're built out of the like they're part of the stonework, but they're kind of like set in place. They sort of fit with the pattern of the tiles on the floor. Tiles.
So there's no way to lift this then?
You can try if you want.
Okay, I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna-
It does look pretty heavy, but
Yeah. Well, this looks interesting. I'm just going to reach over and grab it with both hands, and
Okay.
obviously with my strange strength, I'm going to try to kind of
okay.
wrestle
Give
it free.
me a strength check. You also suffer 5 fire damage, as this thing is a brazier and is hot. But strength. Yeah, you pushing against it. It doesn't seem to be moving from the position.
Yeah. My hands. Ow.
Why are you touching the brazier?
It did look pretty.
Kronk, give me a perception check. Seems like you're just sort of
I do have that.
looking around. You see the faint sort of outlines again. The pool very similar to the troll pool. There's like this sort of layer of sort of filth, and it seems kind of soupy. And yeah, you can sort of make out the shapes of 4 things which seem to be swimming around. They look mildly humanoid, but at the same time, there's some sort of aspect to them which doesn't look particularly human.
Do I recognise them? If they're
give me
aquatic
a-
creatures?
Give me an Arcana check as well. Actually, no. This would be a nature check. Sorry.
Okay. Go.
Yeah. This looks like it could be something known as a merrow, which is kind of a seafaring kind. Well, not seafaring, but a kind of a waterborne race of similar to the. Actually, you wouldn't know, but I'm just going to tell you as Martin. Similar to the Sahagwin, that's kind of like a fish kind of tail, and then like a human body top. Not necessarily known as particularly evil creatures, but
Have I run across
super
them before?
friendly. You've maybe heard stories, and you've maybe seen maybe an instance where you're on an island and you maybe saw like a pack of them. They don't seem to be evil or good. They just seem to be kind of like them as like neutral creatures. They kind of keep to themselves and their own sort of
And so, what are they called?
merrow.
Merrow.
Yeah,
Hey.
they're kind of like slightly monstrous mermaids, basically.
Hey, I think them's Merrows.
Heroes, are they friendly?
Not if you try to eat them, I remember that. But if you don't, yeah, maybe. Some of them trade, if you, keep your wits about you.
Maybe we could have a deal. Do you know if they speak common? Or if they speak...
Yes, they speak... the languages that they speak is a language known as Aquan. And that's kind of a language spoken by most sort of underwater aquatic beings. They maybe know a semblance of common, but it's, sort of, they'd be like broken a few simple words they may or may not have been taught.
What would they trade for? Bones? I have enough of those.
Well, generally services, like fighting off things and maybe helping them out. So maybe if they've got some gold stash, they might want to get out of here.
And they probably sell fish. Seems like an obvious solution.
Maybe not here, but in general.
Yeah.
I'll stick my head in the water and just yell underwater.
Good.
Friends! Which comes, everyone just hears out of the water.
But yeah, you sort of stick your head under the water, and it's a little bit easier to see. It seems that there is very much like a layer of something, just sort of like scum and stuff kind of floating on the top. And you can see a little bit clearer, and it seems like they're kind of just sort of swimming, circling around, and looking up in your direction, but it seems like they're kind of just backing away from you at the moment.
I say we'll leave them. As long as they don't want to kill us, I'm quite fine just leaving them where they are.
There seems to be some sort of curious element to them, but they don't seem to be too worried. They're not coming up to attack you or anything. And they are large. They are large creatures as well, so they're not small. So they're probably, yeah.
Do I see anything else in the water?
Give me another perception check.
I say we leave these be and go to the other portal.
It seems like the pool is a little bit too clouded to make out anything other than the shapes that you kind of see, which are moving a bit easier.
What guy also just slightly peeks over just to see what they look like?
Yeah, I mean, you can sort of see Kronk where his head is, and you can kind of just sort of see these. It's harder to see from your angle, but you can kind of see just the faint sort of suggestions.
Point them out.
Yeah. You kind of see the suggestions of these, and yeah, they are large creatures. These aren't, small or medium kind of size.
Big fishy folk.
Yeah.
They do seem to be moving away from us rather than attacking us for a change, so perhaps...
If you hadn't knocked on the door, we would have been able to talk to them. God!
What if we just leave the poor things alone?
But maybe they can help us. Maybe they'll know where to go for these runes.
I think we should go back through the portal that's in the troll room. We do have the key for that one, or the glyph for that one now.
What was the glyph one we found from the Naga again, dear? It was, we got a new glyph key from the Naga. We converted to the existing one.
Yeah, but we used it to get into this room.
No, you don't use the glyph keys.
Yeah.
They kind of just, like regular keys actually. You sort of put them in and they kind of open the way, so to speak. They don't get used up.
We got that way too, and I'll point south.
Yes, there is more of the pools. Looking at the map, there's more down south we haven't explored yet. I suppose we could leave them, but to get around, we're going to have to go through those piles of bones. Are they territorial? They may think that we're trying to steal from them.
Well,
I was considering there's a water creatures. Their territory is the water. If you don't go in the water, we're probably okay.
Yes, but why would you mound up bones if not for this one's mine, that one's yours, and that one's yours, and that one's yours? Because there's 4 of them, so...
Maybe just to keep things tidy.
I don't see a way to shoot though. I'd mind your step.
Yeah, they're not they're not super blocking the way. You can kind of just edge around them. They're just kind of roughly that sort of size.
That's fine. If we can edge around them.
Pretty well constructed actually. It seems like there is a semblance of they know which bones. It's not just like a pile of assorted bones. It seems like they're kind of roughly constructed, and you imagine held together with some sort of slime or goop, for want of a better word.
Are they houses?
Oh, yeah.
No, they're not like houses or anything. They're just sort
of...
yeah.
Go over to one of them and just sort of inspect it, but more see if it's like anything like an alcove, like if it's a way for them to store something. Like if
Yeah,
it's like
give me an investigation
something.
check.
I'm looking to see if there's like anything particular about them, or if they're just like bones. Investigation. There it is. I don't want to do intimidation.
I intimidate the piles of bones. They say nothing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see what they are. I mean, you're not really sure of like how things are built. You're like, oh well, there's bits there, and I don't know.
You lot are incorrigible. If you don't want to kill it, you don't want to talk to it. But you did say that they do communicate with any underwater creature, is that right?
Well, the ones that we found talk to the windcaller, so they talk. Don't know what they talk. I tried shouting friends, though. It didn't work.
Okay, well, perhaps I can be a bit more diplomatic than you. I'll just kind of walk up to the edge of the water and just tilt myself forward, and as I'm falling forward into the water to splash, you just see me morphing into a giant seahorse.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Where's he going?
I'm thinking is the term is assuming this is
Splash!
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
You are now a seahorse, a giant seahorse, should I say?
giant seahorse, yeah.
Be careful so you don't get pregnant.
You know what to say
I'm more
about
worried
dolphins,
about you.
I'm going to try and shuffle past the bones as this is going on.
Yeah, it's like I said, they're not completely blocking the path round. They just kind of sort of skirt around the edge a little bit.
Hello?
You're looking down, and you, with your new form of the giant seahorse, which I didn't know was a thing, you can see a little bit easier. It does seem like one of them seems to be almost sort of circling around a little bit of an area, maybe more than the others. But they don't seem to react. I mean, they notice that there's a big blue thing which kind of jumped in and then became a small seahorse. And yeah, a small seahorse because they are. Oh no, they are large beasts. Fair enough, because it's a giant seahorse. But yeah, they see sort of your form kind of shift, and it's hard to imagine a giant seahorse for some reason.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like they've reacted in any sort of verbal way. They seem to have sort of, yeah, there is one that has kind of sort of almost backed itself away and is circling around a bit of an area a bit more than the rest of them. But they're still sort of trying to back up, not really backing away, just being a little bit cautious, it seems.
Being a giant seahorse, that pool is rather cramped for space right now.
It probably is getting a little bit cramped. I mean, it's quite deep, so...
Just to make it a little bit more cramped, I'm just going to jump in after him
Okay.
and just sink down to the bottom.
With that, you see there's a little bit more of a frenzied action as they kind of just sort of move around. Yeah, you see now you're a little bit into the water, Kronk. You see that one that does seem to be sort of circling a bit around of an area. The other three aren't.
So all Kronk's going to hear from me is basically just... it's basically just me communicating with them. Friends, we come in peace, but are you trapped here? Do you need assistance?
Does giant seahorse speak the aqua language?
Yeah,
My first
I'm
attempt,
going to
yeah.
say that giant seahorses probably
Okay.
have a semblance of Aquan. Give me just a persuasion check. Okay, the three of them seem to sort of back away slightly. One of them does seem to sort of come forward a little bit closer to you. It seems like it is looking behind you to where Kronk is. So it's definitely aware that Kronk is there, and but he comes up to you and just says, "You should leave this place. It is an evil place. You should not be here."
Well, this we realized from the moment that we entered. But we're just trying to advance. We have to help a friend. Well, I'm not so certain if she's a friend, but we have to help someone.
Find your friend and leave. Nothing good can come of this place. I promise you that.
I'll heed your advice then. I'll just turn to Kronk, basically just kind of flick my head a bit, just saying to move on. And swim up to the edge. And just morph back as you see two giant blue hands popping up out of the water, and just lifting myself up and kind of just shake myself off a bit like a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah, again, there's just this sort of, as he's gotten up, kind of like how oil sticks, like...
Do it again! Do it again!
Now we kind of, it seems like a little pirouette.
That's amazing!
Well, that was unfruitful.
Well, how did it work? Did you manage to communicate with them, dear?
Yes, but they weren't very helpful. They just told us to leave.
Did you
They
offer
told
them
us
a
this
way
place
out?
is evil. Well, I did ask them if they needed help, but they just wanted us to leave.
It's interesting that they'd say the place was evil. Therefore, then they don't really consider themselves part of the place. Therefore, maybe they are trapped. And they're stubborn and stupid.
Not necessarily. Your perceptions of evil could be very, very simple.
I say we just leave them, considering that's what they want us to do.
They're not bothering us, so why should we bother them?
They may have a glyph key, for one thing. We have to search the place.
Are they worth anything?
Are they worth money? We've
We are
destroyed
not
two
killing
things
them for
worth
money. We are
Yeah,
not
it-
killing them for money.
I am
Besides-
so regretting giving that book to you now.
It looks like they were just protecting something of their own. Perhaps it was their child or something else.
Yeah. You didn't notice, like, a chest or anything, so... But it seemed like, yeah, there was probably some essence of them guarding something of theirs.
You were briefly worth 10 gold when you were a seahorse giant.
Ooh, if only! It's a shame that's not quite how polymorph works. Kill the seahorse, foof, angry Kraylin. Arrows.
And then I was writing in my little book that if we do come to a dead end, then we can come back here. We can just carry on for the time being.
Yes, I think we should carry on for now.
Onwards. What's the next room called again?
I believe we're going into
I'll take a guess that it's called the pools of something.
It's called the spawn pools. Oh dear, babies.
the predator pools, I believe. So
Wrong.
Predators.
They're not fools of something.
Well, it's all pools of crap to me. Because the water does seem rather shitty.
well,
Considering it's called the pools of spawning, they're probably the shittiest water we've come across so far.
Yes.
I'm gonna get out the glyph key and
Okay.
start going.
What gal, where are you going?
I don't know.
So I'm going to wander over this way. Oh, things are happening.
I was thinking we were gonna use this too.
Yeah, I'm not sure which no one does. But yeah, so you hold up the glyph key and you see the white gate just sort of fade away. Very much like if any of you have seen Dark Souls, the white gates from that, you just sort of passes and then you
lovely.
sort of fade through. That's the essence I get from them. Looking into the room, you see another similar looking pool. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly noticeable about it, except for 5 fish-like creatures who seem to be almost sort of standing in a strange sense of what's the word? I can't remember. I can't find them now.
formation.
Sort of, yeah, kind of in like a very strange kind of formation around each other, and they just sort of look in your direction with a blank sort of glaze. Where the fuck are the tokens?
Do we recognise them?
Yeah, if someone, well, I'll say Docma, because you're at the head of the group. I'll give you an H check.
Nature. I love.
Can I have a
nature.
breath and break, please?
Yeah, sure. If you want to have a bathroom break, that's fine.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
I'll be
so-
right back.
Bathroom break for everybody else. Dogma. These are Kuatoa, which similar to the Mero that you'd encountered before, are kind of like a fish-like, sort of half fish, half human sort of creature. But these are a little bit smaller, probably like half your size. And they seem to be sort of almost standing on like guard. So I'm just going to put some of them out.
Where in the world have I heard that word before? Kuatua.
I'm not sure.
I've heard
How
that.
do
Have you played
spell it?
Neverwinter?
Probably, yeah.
They were in there.
Wouldn't be surprised. It's the same kind of universe, isn't it? Ish. Like the lore and stuff. Whatever, you know what I mean. Krakatoa. Maybe I'm thinking of Krakatoa.
Krakatoa, possibly, yeah. But yeah, we'll take a... So if anybody else wants to nip off like a break or a drink or something, Feel free, just while I find the joys of having a stack of monster cards that big. They're somewhere here, just in case.
You need to work on your filing system.
Yeah, well, I mean they're in alphabetical order, but the thing is, there's some creatures which will be prevalent in certain areas and some that aren't. Yes, I could definitely do it better than I am doing, but
As long as you haven't shot.
I was a smidging sad about that, and so I've got colour-coded cards.
Colour-coded cards I could do.
Yeah. So I've
they
got
are super helpful because like previously I'd just been printing them out on individual sheets of paper, which was fine. But in this particular circumstance, it seems like it's better to have the cards, where I can just like that's what I need at this particular moment.
Mhm.
Let me just double check their entry. But yeah, these are Kuotoa.
These are Kuotoas. I believe that they're not. You can't get a lot of money for them. Their hide's worth a little bit.
For those that have played Warcraft, any of the Warcraft games, these very much just look like Murlocs.
Oh, that sounded so familiar.
Yeah, they all look like there's like a spear in one hand and kind of like a what looks like a rope net, kind of hanging from their belt. But it's like because these they're medium, they're not small. They're kind of like hunched over, that type of thing.
I'll look over at Kraylin. Are you going to diplomacy these ones?
No, they make my skin crawl. Ugh.
And
I'm back.
I see. So they look creepy, so I'm not going to be friendly. Sorry.
Yeah, as they see that you're sort of all standing there in the group, they kind of form up, so to speak. Yeah, they've got like their spears. They're not like pointing them at you. They're just kind of like holding them out and just sort of looking in your direction. These big, sort of almost lidless eyes, but sort of gibbering between each other. Like,
Crotoa violence.
What shall we do? Shall we?
They can be violent, as any sort of creature can be, but these ones seem to have some semblance of mild intelligence and kind of like they're in, they're not like roaming wild or anything. They're very much like together in like a group. So there's some sort of...
Just watch your step before you start going into the room.
Yes, there could be more traps. They could be trying to lure us forward. They don't
what's
speak
your
common.
nature check. Docma, you know these speak Undercommon?
They
Okay.
speak.
So do I, by the way.
What?
I speak Undercommon.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, so you probably, Whatga, you probably hear them sort of saying like, these things, they're supposed to send them around, or what do we do? I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Just stand on guard and should be fine. And the rest of you that don't speak Undercommon just hear,
What are you... what are you fellas doing here?
It speaks. You go forward. And they point at like one in the middle who's going, all right. And one of them just sort of steps forward from the group. Are you with the Red Wizards? And he sort of takes his spear and kind of looks like he's sort of holding it then in two hands, like just as like a guard would do.
Are you?
We're with the Red Wizards. What are you doing here?
I sort of stopped speaking Undercommon and said to them, they're with the red wizards.
What are the Red Wizards?
Well, then we tell.
So are we.
Yes, we say we are as well, and then we sort of see if we can do a bit of friendship.
Yeah, where are the Red Wizards?
If someone asks you if you're a red wizard, you say yes.
What guy? You hear the lead one at the front of the group say, "You going to come through?"
It wants to know if we are gonna go through.
And it
I
seems
suppose
like it's kind of sort of gesturing with its spear, just like in like a kind of a come on kind of gesture.
Well, I'm going to very cautiously, come forward with.
Yeah.
So you're like
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm We're getting
Are you
very
shouting?
close.
By the way, Walker, are you shouting this from like the back of the group?
Well, God, you may tell them that we're
Then,
just...
like, they're kind of like
not
lifting
hostile.
themselves up to look over you, but then like looking back and like getting their spears at whoever is at the Dockmo, who seems to be at the front of the group.
Vodka.
What's your business? Where are you going? You're coming through here. Where are you going, though?
We are trying to get to the Doom Vault, to the end of the Doom Vault.
There's no end to the Doom Vault. Somewhere specific, surely.
Hey, just let me remember what's it called by looking at my very handy
That's
dandy
fine.
map.
Whatgar?
I can't remember. Where are we actually going? This is the time I'm thinking about.
Whatgar? Can you ask them to tell us where Zastam is? Tell them that we've been summoned by him.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
My friend
actually.
here wants to tell you that we've been summoned by Zastan.
The rest of you, act natural. I'll just kind of like stretch up to full height, hold my staff out.
Oh, you must mean the dead man. We're scared of the dead man. This is not the best way to find the dead man if you want to find him.
What's he saying, Whatgar?
But this is not the best place to go if you want to find them.
Where is?
Ask him about the glyph keys. Does he have any? Do we know we can find more? We've lost
Do you-
our one, taking us to him.
Do you have any more glyph keys?
He looks
could
to
use one.
the back of his group, and they just sort of.
Do you have any of the glyph? Do you have any? No, I don't have any of the... No, we don't have any of the glyph keys. We're just here. And keep guard.
Over what?
Why do you need to know where the dead man is?
You dare question the logic of the Red Wizards?
Okay, make me an intimidation check.
I'm about to get my face smacked with a spear. I won't even know
Yes.
it's coming.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Could be worse. Consider I have -1 charisma. So.
I'm gonna, at the same time, I'm also going to place my hand on his shoulder because I've already told everybody else to act normal and basically build a little bit of courage and such. And I am going to cast, if I can remember where it is, guidance.
Okay. In this instance, I will allow it. In future, if you're going to be doing this thing, because it's a skill check, that's kind of like, it's a bit kind of like, oh, he got a low score, let's try and boost it. So if you are going to try and do that, maybe just in future try and be like, okay, before you start talking, especially with guidance, because they're generally like skill checks, it's a little bit like, oh, he got a low score, can I do anything to make it better? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I thought it was just because it was saying in the notes there about make it after the ability check.
Oh,
I didn't know if
can.
that's just...
It's
Yeah.
it's
still
it's like a blessing which they can choose to use at any time during
Yeah.
the duration of the spell. There are better and more powerful spells which allow you to change the result later, which is why guidance is a cantrip.
Ah, right, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's just more so that it doesn't feel like oh, I got a low score. If you make sure that just like I said, this time it's fine, but just in future it's
Yeah.
kind of I mean, maybe I'm being a little bit much there, but that's just how I feel.
No, I think you're right. I think
especially
that's
with,
how it's used.
with, like the skill checks and things as well. It's kind of like, oh, I didn't do it. Here's something I can do to make it better after finding out the result.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, usually
But yes,
it's
in
not
this
usually
instance,
after,
in this instance, I'll let it pass.
The only reason why I was looking to cast it at this point is because I'd already kind of tried in some way to embolden them.
Right.
Basically, just to have, as I say, confidence in order to try and pass here.
Yeah. Okay. If you just make sure that
Yep, we'll do.
if you do. But yeah. Okay. So it seems like it's sort of a little bit sort of shaky. The one at the front of the group.
It's like, oh, okay, we'll escort you through. Where is it you want to go again? Just through this way.
And they sort of gesture at the door behind them.
You have to be
Do we get to kill him
Have
now?
to be careful in there. There's some dead things. I'm sure.
I say we just
sure
tell
if
you
you're
along.
with the red wizards, they'll be fine. There's some dead things. We don't like the dead things.
They are just guarding this pool. I say we just move on and leave the damn things alone.
Alright then. As
Yeah,
we're walking
they're
through,
letting us through without a fight, which is I'd say is a win.
as we're walking
I don't
through,
like-
Narman's gonna like have a look around to see if he can spot anything in particular that looks interesting.
Okay, give me a perception check then.
Skill perception.
Yeah, you're not really seeing too much around. The outside of the walls seems to be sort of carvings of humans, kind of like in like romantic sort of situations. You know, some like sort of grasp each other in like romantic embraces. You know, a few like bending, you know, that whole bending over the woman and kissing her, that kind of thing. Yeah, the pool is kind of. The pool is kind of like dark, and there seems like this sort of like rippling kind of shadow, sort of rippling away from the outside of it. But the surface of the pool itself is kind of like darkened.
Oh yeah, you guys should know
Yeah, and
probably
again,
that.
there's another one of the glass balls of water. It seems to be kind of just like everywhere in this.
I'm good.
You
I'm
should
gonna-
probably know that they're talking about some dead thing in the next room.
Can we kill that at least?
Well, it's dead.
Are we not sure they're just trying to trick us into
That
bringing
won't
us in
stop
there
me.
to lock us in and murder us? Oh yes, step right in here, Red Wizards. Lock the door. Oh dear, they're dead. Let's eat them later for lunch.
As you start approaching Dokma, they it looks like the one that was sort of speaking to Watgar has kind of like stepped out in front of you. The rest have kind of stepped to the side, and it seems like that one is kind of like leading the way. And as it sort of walks forward, it keeps like looking behind you, and like saying back to Watgar,
Come on. This way.
I'm just gonna push past Kronk at this point, and just as I'm passing by, kind of turn to him and go, "Don't rip anything off them."
Yet.
Pigeon dear, be ready in case anything tries to attack us. Take a swipe at it with your sword, please, dear.
I'm gonna obviously follow the lead one round, wherever it is.
No trophies got here.
yeah.
I just sort of follow them. Yeah.
Okay, the lead one at the front, of the group, slowly makes its way round to the other door, and gives kind of like a rap on the like a series of raps, and it almost feels like it's some sort of code. As it sort of like boof, boof against the door, and then steps sort of to the side. And the rest of these, as they've been going, they've kind of like been sort of flanking you. And it seems like, yeah, they were told to escort beings through, but they've like made these series of raps against the door, and it says again to Watgar,
Okay, they know you're coming. Go through and be safe. Watch out for dead things. We don't like the dead things.
and the small ones at the back of the room like,
No, not the dead things. Not the dead things.
Just as I'm seeing this happen, I'm gonna kind of turn to Narman and just whisper under my voice, "See, told you knocking works."
That's in his instance. I still don't. I guess we should learn that secret knock. What was it? Something.
okay, give me an intelligence check.
Boom, boom,
Narman.
boom, boom, boom.
Just a straight intelligence check.
Unskilled int.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a bit of a long, kind of convoluted series of like knocks, pauses, knocks on like different parts of the door. It was kind of hard to work out any particular code that they were. I mean, it was obvious that they were doing something, some sort of code, but you couldn't really. You don't think you could replicate it.
Hmm.
There's a few things I need to.
That was a really impressive knock, though. I really wish you could see it again. I didn't think it really had a secret code. I thought you just sort of, opened the door and started yelling. No wonder they were so suspicious of us.
Okay, yeah. So they've stepped to the side and they haven't opened the door. They've just sort of made the knock and then gestured towards you.
Well, shall we open this door?
Hey, seems like the best idea. Hopefully, this is not just part of the knock and they're expecting us to do something else.
Oh shit, you're right. Well, just best be ready, Norman.
The worst case scenario, we murder them. And Vodka reaches for the door and opens it.
Like, on that. Just gonna go like that.
I'll
Okay.
attempt to open it.
Yeah, you open. It seems like the door seems to open pretty well. Opening, you see a series of creatures. You see, right. You see one of these.
What is it?
I will tell you in a minute.
Tell me now.
Seems like a dark hooded figure.
Yes.
Oh god, they're all undead.
Yes. Well, I mean, they said they were dead things, so
Yeah.
yeah. And,
Drowned, man. Just,
Smashy, 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 smashy.
they look like drowned, man.
And there's another 2 of those. Oh god, come on.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
And they're not even in the room, they're outside the room. Ah!
They're ephemeral! Oh!
What are
They're
the little blue
zapping
lines?
to
The blue lines. It's kind of, it's not on the surface. They're like underneath the pool. So
Oh,
yeah, you'd kind of have to like look into the pools for now. But yeah, it seems like there are 4 creatures which are easy enough to discern as zombies. They are They look vaguely humanoid. And then yeah, you can just sort of like see like bits of bone and rotting flesh, that kind of thing. There are also 2 other things, 2 other creatures. I would like Dogma and Watgar, if you want to give me Arcana checks as well. Just see what you know about the other 2 things.
if I know anything about this, I'll be very much surprised.
Okay.
I would actually know
yeah,
something
no,
about it.
apparently-
Amazing.
Apparently you've heard of the things. Dogma, you're not 100% sure, but Watgar, you know that the one with the hood is a... oh god, that's... is that the one? Yes. Is a creature called a Dread Warrior, and the other 2 things are wights, which are, yeah, undead beings sort of brought back to life with some sort of purpose. And it seems like the Dread Warrior is almost like a guard type thing. They don't seem to be speaking to you, but they've sort of look in your direction and kind of just recognizing that you're there. The Kuatoa next to you kind of just puts his head around the corner and just sort of waves his spear a little bit.
Bloody hell.
What
You
can
hear
we
the-
kill these things?
Rights? Those are rights and what you call it, the Dread Warrior.
Yes, a Dread Warrior.
And I think that's a Dread Warrior. How the hell do I know that?
Yeah, you know that's... Yeah, they're all undead things. What do you get? A 19.
I think I read something about them in in one of the old dwarven books I once once I mistakenly borrowed out of the library. I have no clue why I know this.
Yeah, you know that the zombies and the Dread Warriors have a chance to... basically, if they die, they can kind of get back up again. That's the thing with general undeads that you know about, but it doesn't seem like the wights would have that ability.
Watgar, can you negotiate with them?
Yes, I
I
believe they
believe
meant to
they
be
should
common.
probably talk in common.
Yeah, go diplomacy them.
Go do the diplomacy.
I don't think I'm the best person to do diplomacy with anything,
Just
to be honest.
something I need to look at.
My
'cause
diplomacy usually involves hitting things.
That's what you call,
What?
that's
You
what
can do
call,
diplomacy by hitting things?
That's what you call your axe,
Hey,
isn't it?
that's why I became a god.
I'll go do diplomacy.
You know that Dread Warriors are usually servants of a higher power, for want of a better word. So you imagine that it's kind of like the Dread Warrior is like the top of this particular area, and then the wights are underneath it, and then like the zombies are like the subservient servants. If that makes any sense.
They're usually servants of some sort.
Armaments.
That's
The
not good.
Dread Warrior looks like it has like a battle axe, which is kind of which has got it in like one hand, and then a series of javelins in some sort of like back holster, and then the wights. The wights have a long sword, which they have sheathed in like a sheath. Surprisingly enough. And the zombies are just kind of... The zombies look like they're kind of stirring something in the pool. They've got like these long poles and just kind of... Seems a very vague semblance of intelligence to do a particular job.
These things look really dangerous. If we can avoid them, I would rather do that. Let's try at least.
There is... Do you think there's going to be something here that's in charge of them, that's around the corner? I'd rather like it's like a pincer attack going, you know?
Hey, but that could happen with for the lack of the better word, Molochs.
The fishy people, yes, I suppose. Well, off you go, dear. Try to speak to them. Maybe they're friendly.
Well, wouldn't you rather speak to them?
And suppose I could give it a shot.
They seem like more magic type things. It could probably respond better to you.
Well, you say that. You not see what happened a moment ago and you blew my hands off. But I'll give it a try, dear.
Come on, Aaron, let's go diplomacy them.
We'll save the diplomacy if things go wrong. If they look really mean at
I'll
me,
be right
clear
next
them
to you.
up.
I'll be right
thank you,
next to
dear.
you, ready to pull you out if there's a problem.
Oh, thank you, dear. I thought you were going to hold my hand, but I prefer that idea. And Narl will
Oh.
slide up,
I need my hand for my shield.
and the pigeon will insist on being near Narman too.
As you enter the room, Kronk, the zombie in front of you sort of turns its head, looks back at you, and then goes back to its group. It seems like everyone has sort of recognised that you're here. The zombies are still sort of at their jobs. The whites seem like they've put like one hand over like their I just want to say holster, but it's not, sheath. Their swords, and the Dread Warrior seems to sort of have its battle axe kind of just resting against the floor.
Narman kind of straightens himself up, cracks his arms a little bit. Just don't worry about us. We're just passing through here. He sort of gives like a nod to the Dread Warrior and takes like a 5-foot step forward in front of Watgar, as if like to keep walking. Did they react at all?
Yeah, the Dread Warrior seems to be the one that does the talking in situations. What is your business in the spawn halls?
We got a little bit lost. We're actually searching for Zastam. We've been summoned by him.
Zastam. Yes, he's in the temples of extraction at the moment. Why do you seek Zastam?
He owes me money.
Like I said, we were summoned by him.
Fucking guy owes me a gold piece, little bastard.
Like I said, we were summoned. It's no business of yours. We've lost one of our glyph keys. You know when we might procure one to send us to? What was it again? You said the temple...
Temples of extraction, it said.
The temples of extraction.
Give me a persuasion check.
Now, before the result, I might be using band luck on this. Because while you were saying about the whole guidance thing...
Yeah, it's just...
Band luck says, before the result is determined, so I can see my roll now.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If it specifically says before you know the result, then it's fine.
Oh, then
it's
sweet.
more so it doesn't feel like, oh, this is what I can do to adjust. But that's
Yeah.
that's specifically what luck is used for. Similar to how Lucy used her luck.
Oh,
What's-
actually, for this...
Where was he again? Temples of
The temples of
extraction.
Yeah,
Actually,
the
for
center.
this, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos.
yeah,
on
which are
this to
kind of like
grant myself
central,
advantage.
central to the area. Yes, so persuasion check.
So that's advantage because I'm going to use the
Yep, that's fine.
Tides of Chaos. 23. I don't think I'll be using anything extra for that.
Okay, yeah, it hands you a, it walks up to you, and reaches into and it's weird. It's sort of, you expect it looks like it's wearing some sort of coat, but as it sort of puts its hand to go into a coat, it almost sort of goes inside itself. There seems to be some sort of shadowy nature to this thing. And it reaches in and pulls out a glyph key, and hands it to you. You know that this one is tuned to this particular area, the spawn pools.
But the spawn pools, is this a new key or just another?
Yes, this
topic?
is just just
one
one
for
key
spawn.
with just the spawn pools. It's attuned to, and it's kind of like a roiling kind of like turquoisey kind of colour to it, like the glow that it's giving off.
Ah, thank you,
Yeah,
my dear.
yeah, as he sort of hands it to you, you can have you get that sort of sense of where it is.
Thank you, my dear. We'll be off then, if you don't mind. We're just going to pass through.
Okay, it turns round and speaks to two whites in a language that you don't understand. It seems like it's probably some sort of specifically telepathic ability. And you see the whites just kind of step to the side, and it looks like the way is basically free to go through. The zombies are they're almost like they looked at once to see You were there, and then just sort of went straight back to just sort of stirring these pools, which seems to sort of like be glowing with a kind of a whitish kind of energy.
Where do our glyph key go now? We've got Fiendish Arena, Spawning Pools, and the other one we got last time?
You got the one that you got from something. The Spirit Naga had quite a few attunements on it, I believe.
Yeah, that one had warrior pools, the spawn pools, and the blood pools.
Yeah.
So what, blood pools? And water
sorry.
pools, did you say?
Warrior pools, the spawn
Warrior
pools, and the blood pools. But now we've got an extra one that brings us to the spawn pools.
You're in the spawn pools at the moment, which I will show on
Right.
stream.
So assuming that we can attach it all together, what's the full list of places we can go? I've got Fiendish Arena, Spawning Pools, Blood Pools, Warrior Pools. There was one more, I think. Or was that it?
Chris, you should have the list of them. Because I think you're the one that's been holding most of them.
Yeah, Chris has the keys, yeah.
Is Chris there? Oh yeah, he's there.
Yeah, I am here. Sorry, my bad. My microphone was
Welcome!
Welcome, yeah.
You're unusually quiet.
No, I didn't write them down. I failed it.
Okay, then, let me just go back and see which ones you did pick up. You got one from Ivanus, which was attuned to the Warrior Pools, the Spawn Pools, and the Blood Pools. And I believe you got given one... The Vampire didn't give you one, did he?
No, we got one from the lady in town, the Burst at the Fiendish Arena, which brought us to the vampires.
Oh, yes, so yeah,
we got the Naga key
so
with
you've got
all
the Fiendish Arena, and then the ones from Ivanus, which are the Warrior Pools, Spawn Pools, and the Blood Pools.
Allow us to travel to the pools.
You have...
So I've got them all. We've got 4 locations.
Yeah,
You've got 4 locations.
Yeah.
I
was just want to check my notes.
Yeah, one key is... Sylvanus gave you a key for the temples of the Fiendish Arena.
Oh yeah.
So that's one. You then transferred that attunement to the glyph key that Ivanus gave you. So the one with the Ivanus is the warrior pools, spawn pools, blood pools, and it's got the attunement from the Fiendish Arena.
Yeah.
And this Y
I don't
is now
actually know who Ivanus is.
Ivanus was the Spirit Naga.
Oh right, the dead thing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's why I don't know.
I maybe didn't give her. I maybe didn't give her a name, but at this point she's dead, so it doesn't matter.
No, you did. You did.
After Norman gets given the key to the spawn pools that he already has. Sorry, dear, I asked, did you have a key that would perhaps take us on the way to the temples of extraction? We already have ones. We just came from. This is the spawn pools. We need to get out. We're a little bit stuck.
No, we don't have one for the extraction. There may be others beyond. This will help you find them.
Okay. Thank you, dear. I appreciate
Strange
it.
that you do not have them if you've been summoned by Zastam, but we know not of all of his plans.
Yeah, he does work in
Seems
serious
like you are
ways.
particularly persuasive.
I don't know how much you know about magic, but sometimes it does tend to, in lack of a better word, blow up in your face. And Norman's going to hold up his hand, which is probably a bit of a scorch mark there, like the glove. Along the way, when we arrived here, our glyph keys didn't come with us. Anyway, we'll be off. Thank you, dear.
Very
Well,
well.
Gestures to the whites, who just kind of steps to the side.
Norman turns back to the group and just gives a wave and come on, let's go! Hurry up, we've a job to do. Come on! And sort of just trot on through around them.
Swiftly following, like I will
Whatever.
follow.
Whenever we'd initially seen these, my confidence had waned slightly, and it kind of slumped slightly as well. But noticing that this has obviously worked, I stand back up to full form, and just as I'm passing this creature, I just kind of turn to it and look down and kind of grunt a little bit as I'm walking on, and just slowly stride through the room. And can I just take a look around me while I'm passing through?
Yeah, sure. If you want to give me a perception check as well. If there's anything else, actually, if you give me that and an Arcana check as well. As there is magic in there. Fair enough. You know that there is some sort of magic in the pools, as they are glowing with kind of like a whitish kind of energy, but you're not 100% sure like what it is or what it's doing.
Alright.
You see, as you're sort of like walking through, it looks like there is some sort of small, like meaty sort of balls of something, which kind of seem to be sort of flowing around the bottom of the pool. Some of them have a little bit of a movement to them. They're not particularly deep. The pool's probably about 10 feet deep or so. And it seems like the zombies are kind of just sort of stirring them around and kind of moving these sort of small meaty balls around in the pools. And that's basically happening in like all of different pools.
Hurry.
I'm just gonna get a little bit of speed to my step.
Yeah. And actually with that perception you can make out what look like small sort of pipes which seem to sort of be sticking out of either side, sticking out of the wall maybe like a couple of inches or so. So you assume that most of the pools are probably connected in some way.
Merriman, this diplomacy lark's boring.
Don't worry, dear. We'll have some fun soon. Can we hear anything at the door we're on, or is it completely silent?
Yeah, so if you and Kronk, being the front of the group, if you want to give me perception checks. Oh dear. You heard a door.
It's a door. Yeah, it's a door.
Sounds like door.
Yep, definitely a door.
Kronk, you're hearing something fairly, you probably recognise this particularly well. The sound of giant crabs seems to be sort of clacking and clittering around. You're not 100% sure how many of them, but you know there are giant crabs in that other room, and you can hear a few other voices which seem to be again talking in the language that the similar to how the Mero were talking.
What do I know about giant crabs?
That it. They are crabs, and they're a bit big.
Yeah, but are they intelligent? Are they stupid? Are they going to
Not
eat me? Are
particularly.
they good eating?
Usually they're whether they're good eating, I have no idea. They usually kept as, I mean, they're crabs, so they're not known for being particularly intelligent. You guess that you've maybe seen that some of they can be used as like maybe pets of seafaring beings. So generally not like super super angry or anything. Angry? That's not the word. But yeah, generally
Aggressive.
they're kind of aggressive, sure. But other than that, they're pretty basic as things.
Merriman, don't want you to worry, but this room's got crabs.
Oh dear. There is a potion for that. You know, there was somewhere in the last town. Maybe good.
It'd have to be a bloody big potion, because I've seen these crabs and they ain't small.
Oh dear. I guess we better be ready for a fight then, in case they try to take a mount out of us.
Yeah.
Do I know anything about big crabs?
Yeah, if as sort of Kronk's mentioned that there's crabs. Yeah, pretty much what Kronk has said. There's not particularly too much to know about them. They're like crabs. They are, yeah, I suppose you could eat a giant crab if you wanted to. Not particularly intelligent, but you know they're probably like, you know, if it's like any sort of simple beast, if it's given, you know, like food and things, it'll generally follow orders of something.
Right, we better go now, because if they spot us still here, they may get a bit suspicious. Let's just go. And
There's something else talking in there too.
Wait, there's something else speaking in there?
Yeah, I think they're speaking the same language as the Mero, though, so I can't make it out.
Oh, for God's sake, does no one speak bloody common around here? Right, let's go. Norman just like pulls himself back and sort of just gives the door a slight little push as it opens.
Okay, you give the slight door, the door a bit of a push. It doesn't seem to resist at all. Looking into the room, you see a variety of things. You notice two Mero are in the room. 6 giant crabs. They look to be a little bit smaller than you, but still, you know, big and crab-like. They look like they've grown a little bit bigger. Some of their carapaces have got like extra bits of like rock have kind of grown on them. And you also see a female, not particularly a good-looking female, just like an average-looking female, in that kind of like a greenish kind of tattered robe.
A female...
human.
Human, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, this is a weird crab. It's gone green.
It's
It's a crab with boobies.
crab with a face. There we go.
The big crabbist.
And there was something else, but I can't find it. So yeah, but I'll put out some tokens so we know what there is.
There's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a lot of tokens by it.
Okay, there is old woman who seems to be working at one of these pools to the side, which look very similar to the ones that you'd seen previously with the undead beings. There's just a couple of marrows, which I probably didn't need to delete actually because they're over there, which are large creatures, so they're a bit on the big side. Another one of those. We'll say he's
That looks horrifying.
this corner. And crabs. Literally just a crab. There we go, giant crabs, which are medium despite being giant crabs.
Medium's pretty damn giant for a crab.
For a crab, I suppose.
Fair point. Norman will collect himself up again. And sort
there's
of...
also Cthulian things.
Yeah, those are the marrow that you'd seen before. The crabs seem to be sort of scattered around, doing various things, but just sort of almost sort of skittering around. They seem kind of like this sort of old woman's pet type of thing.
Guys, there's some marrows, an old green woman, and some big crabs, and there's like guard dogs. So like, pet them and be nice, okay? Okay, let's go diplomacy. Yeah.
Let's try to speak to them first before we. Norman will
those
take like a
are
fight
things from oh god, is it a Dark Crystal?
Mhm.
Oh, they're cool. I can't remember. I've
know
not
that,
actually
yeah.
watched the Dark Crystal all the way through. I'm a little bit of a bad person like that. Where the fuck is my card for Merrows? I fucking had it literally a few seconds ago. I don't know. Fine, I'll just bring it up on a thing.
Yeah, Lord, another giant thing. Let's just move. Move faster. We don't know anything. We don't want to talk to these people.
Yeah, we need information, dude.
Go.
That's going to be annoying.
We really don't need information. Those things here want to kill us.
Straight through the gate to the right. Yep. Come on now.
As you enter into the room, it seems like the old woman.
Someone has her like locked eyes with her.
Yeah, sort of looks in your direction and speaks to you.
What are you doing in the spawning pools? I don't usually get visitors down here.
And she sort of gestures to the crabs and
Go look at them, make sure they're not doing anything they shouldn't be.
and the giant crabs kind of sort of clitter over in your direction. Clitter over probably wasn't the best word I could have chosen. Jesus.
Norman addressing the
One
old
seems to
lady.
be sticking to its side.
Mm.
Kind of like
Hello,
look-
dear.
Just off
We're
clutching
just cutting through. We're trying to get the temples of extraction. We've heard that we may be able to find a glyph key here that would send us there. Do you know where we may find such a glyph key?
Yes, I think I might have one of those here.
And she seems like she's digging through a cloak a little bit. And then she pulls out the small box from a cloak, I suppose.
Here it is if you want it.
She like just holding it right in front of her.
If you made it.
Yeah, she sort of
It's like
holds
hold it
out in front of you, just holds out in front of her.
What you gonna say, son?
Don't dally if you need it. You can't keep them waiting in that end.
Yes. Thank you, darling. Norman's gonna walk over with Kronk.
Kronk's going as well.
Yep. Norman will take the glyph key off the lady.
Okay, as you sort of reach forward and take the glyph key from her hand, goes through the box, and she goes and makes attack of surprise against you. Kronk, you will get obviously because you're not surprised.
Is she doing a spell?
No, this is not a spell, though there is. As you've gotten close, there's some sort of magic emblem. No, it seems like she sort of claws out in your direction, and you sort of the surprise not taking you, just kind of step back.
I've just been handed an alcoholic popsicle, prosecco and peach.
Nice. That's
Wow.
awesome.
Sorry.
So-
Probably not going to taste very
Is
good.
this initiative, or are we just like
this is initiative. She just shouts out into the room,
Kill them all!
and it seems like she is looks like she's starting to back away. Initiative. There we go.
Hurry through. So that the zombies don't attack as well.
God, I never roll high.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
did she do her attack? I wasn't paying
Yeah, she
attention.
made her attack against you. So yeah, you would have a
Okay, cool.
because you don't get. Well, is
right.
that how surprise works?
The way it should work is that everyone rolls initiative. The person who gets a surprise, well, you select who's going to get surprised and who's getting a surprise action, and then you work the people who have got a surprise action in initiative order, and the ones that don't do nothing, and then you start all over again.
Right. Okay.
At least that's how I've always done it. I don't know
Fair
if
enough.
it's-
Then yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it like that.
It's usually a surprise turn, not surprise action. That's also important.
Yeah.
Because you can also move and do other things.
We'll need a. I
Well,
really
does
should
that-
get.
does that-
I really should give the pigeon a character sheet at this point.
Does that count for everybody that
If you, like, give me a sheet, I'll
can't be
write it.
surprised? Or is that just people within range of the
Can't
attack?
be. I think,
No, it's everyone who can't be surprised,
Yeah.
or if there's a reason that you are doing the surprising, then you get to act in the first turn.
Also,
Like I
I
said,
have
I-
alert, so I can never be surprised.
Oh, where is she? She's there. And
So
then-
you were expecting this.
Yes, I was expecting the attack all the time, every time.
As is
Oh,
Kronk,
God.
because he's a vicious little bastard.
Just give me a second, just while I pop these together. And the Mero, I've no idea where I put that card. Seriously, I literally had it 5 seconds ago.
She's going to
I think
fall
alert
and
is one of
make
those.
whiskey.
Yeah. Alert is one of those. Yeah. Just like I was totally expecting this.
I was
Yeah.
totally expecting this. And you should form a fake whiskey and Darren would get a slack. No one expects. I expect them every single day of the week. Every corner.
Right, okay,
Expect
so,
them to be
Kronk, what was it you were gonna do? God, why am I
Right,
doing this?
as she begins to cry out, Kronk is just going to go, "Yes, diplomacy this!" And I'm going to try and sweep her legs out from under her with my shield.
Oh.
Okay. Oh god, let me just,
Ooh, 28, not bad.
I just need to check
Oh
something.
yeah, I rage, sorry.
I
You
rage. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if it's in here.
Every day I'm raging.
No, it's not. I really should be more better with my monster cards.
There are so many.
I know.
It's
Well,
just
and,
like
there's not
flowers
enough,
in.
and there's not necessarily enough space to put on what I need to do.
Oh. That's why I have so many tabs.
Oh, there we go.
Almost looks like Chibi's got a blue background to him, and he's just like in front of it.
Yeah, it's getting dark. Weirdly blue.
Kind of matches your character. Dark.
Dark.
Prosecco ice
Okay.
pops are good, by the way. And then we'll get
Yeah.
a chance.
Very good.
Right.
I'm glad Kronk approves.
No, doesn't make that
Not
safe.
approved of anything.
Kronk says, "Yay."
Kronk, as you bash
Oh, yeah.
against this old one with a shield, it's almost sort of weird. You kind of sort of, as you bash against it, your shield sort of stops slightly before where the old woman is. But you sort of batter against it, and she falls back against the floor. But yeah, there was definitely something as you sort of hit against it that's not quite right about this particular old woman. She sort of falls back down to the floor.
She's fallen over.
Yes,
So
she's
she went,
prone.
She went prone.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But there's some sort of invisible force or something.
Yeah, it seems like you hit the form before the form. Make me an investigation check
Okay, cool.
at this point, as you've now noticed what's maybe
I have
maybe
a-
noticed.
I have a Kronk made out. Let's have a look here. Investigation.
I know you know.
Yeah, well, I do now. I got it. Yeah. Hey, even Kronk might have figured it
Yeah,
out.
Kronk realizes that this particular hag is disguised.
Cool. So after seeing that and realising it, I'll go, this old woman's not what she looks like. She's bigger than that. Sure she is. And then I'll actually just grab her leg and hold her up in the air.
Okay, make me a grapple then.
So that's
Oh, fuck. It's our first, 30 skill check. It's not an attack.
That's. I think
not
that's
an
the
attack,
max.
it's a skill check.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
it'd be
that's
31
That's
would be the
that's
max.
not my max. 33 is my max.
33.
How did
Damn.
you manage this?
Expertise with athletics.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
Mental. Yeah. So it looks like you've
That's stupid, by the way.
you've got this this old woman grappled. But again, you're sort of as you sort of reach forward to take arm and leg.
Right, so she's prone, she's grappled. I'm going to try and hold her up again, like so people can shoot her, so I'm not being like...
All right, sure. Give me another strength to see if you can lift her up. That's better. Yeah, you think that you sort of pull her back up off being prone.
that's a natural 20 because I get advantage on strength checks.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you've pulled sort of knocked her down and then pulled her back up. But in grapple.
No. She's still prone. I picked her up so. Basically knock her down, pick her up by her ankles, and so her head's trailing along the floor, and
Okay,
her arms
right,
are
I'm
on the
with you.
floor,
I'm
and
with you
I'm kind of holding her. Yeah,
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
and I'm just kind of holding her up like a body shield,
Yeah. But yeah, you're very aware that as you're sort of holding on, you're sort of holding on, and then there's kind of an empty gap, and then the woman's leg.
Cool. And does that take an action to hold her up like that, or what?
I would say, you've bashed this woman down to the floor and grappled her, so I would say that's your action. And lifted her up
No,
as well.
I get a free bonus action to knock her down.
Oh, is it? Fair enough then.
Yes, my grapple's my action.
Right.
And then is that...
One of your attacks is your grapple.
Yeah, my grapple's one of my
Yeah.
attacks. And is that another one of my attacks?
Well, it's just it's your grapple is one of your attacks, so that's
Okay, so I still got one left.
yeah.
Cool. Right, so I will stab with my horns, and my little lightning cloud will form. Oh, excellent! Yeah, I'll do a bit of
Nice, right,
damage as
hold
well.
on.
Stupid.
So Kronk just sort of goes, yeah, time to die, Haggy!
Right.
When?
Okay.
What the fuck? Do you have double crit damage?
Yep, double crit
Yeah.
damage.
Oh
I'm a
my
barbarian.
Yeah, brutal critical.
And then minus 20 for the critical.
god. Fuck me. That's just... Oh my god. That's just stupid.
And that's a dex save for the which you failed
can't
because
make
of
it,
that.
yeah.
So that's another 9 lightning damage. Yeah, which seems to take hold.
He just did 40 damage.
Okay.
And
so-
grapple.
Now
and
there's like
God,
an
God, God.
electrocuted witch held up
Yeah.
by one leg, dangled in front of Kronk because he's just going her with his horns.
Yeah. Docmer, top of the round. Assuming that's you done then.
Well, yeah, because
Oh,
I have
sorry,
alert, would I...
Martin, are you done then?
Yeah, I'm done, sorry.
Docmer, top of the round.
Yeah, but with me having alert, would I get a go first before the top of the
yeah,
round?
yeah, no, sure, yeah, because of alert.
I wasn't too sure, that's all.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, as Kronk sort of, I imagine you probably wait for Kronk to do whatever Kronk's going to do, and then take the advantage to. So yeah, make me.
Can I ask at this point, you see the way the Kronk has her held upside down?
Yeah.
What exactly is she wearing?
Just kind of like a.
Oh, no.
No, it seems to be tied around the legs, so you're not, But yeah,
She's
generally.
wearing
the
bits of her own intestines as
I-
Kronk's horns go through her abdomen.
Seeing
I don't
want
wanna be seeing that.
Clearly has control of whatever he's doing
Yeah.
to this person. I'm gonna look at the slightly bigger guy at the top over here.
Mhm.
Did you get
Are-
that one? And I'm
Are
gonna.
they making hostile actions? the people
Yes,
that
it
fight?
seems like they're all making hostile actions now. The woman has said kill
I'm
them.
just gonna go. Oh my god!
Oh, oh no.
Range attacks
Oh, no,
advantage on
no,
her. Oh
no,
no, it's against the one at the
advantage,
back.
Advantage. Shit.
But I held him up so that you wouldn't get
But
disadvantage.
no,
You're
but I
shooting
get.
at the thing at the back.
Oh,
Yeah, but I get surprise
sorry.
round anyway, so I get advantage.
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do. Yeah. So that's
He-
two.
Fuck.
Where's
That would have been bad.
Would be
You shoot yourself
terrible.
twice.
2. Just give them health.
I held the bow the wrong way round.
I could hear the crackling in your mic whenever you tried to do that.
Yeah, your first one hits the mark with for 17 damage, and your second one just strips past and hits against the wall. You've got your movement, your bonus. If you want to do anything, then.
No, I'm gonna move to like here, so I can see the majority of the room.
Okay. Just obviously not the crabs around there.
Just not the crabs that side, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, surprise round done.
Yep.
Dogma.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
All right. Okay.
And I'm gonna fire up at this same one again.
Mhm. That's better.
Do I get it for my both rolls, or is it just that one? Or is it my entire turn?
Just
You have
your
another turn.
It's
Yeah, I have, yeah. I'm
It's
gonna
just
go. Yeah.
it's just the one roll, but 17 is a hit, and what's their AC? Because obviously it's there, isn't it? Yeah, both the 21 and the 17 hit for 17 damage and 22.
That was a really good roll.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do I do it? Do I not do it?
What?
For a bonus action.
Up to you.
With the couple of arrows that you've launched into this first one, it does seem very badly hurt.
Very badly.
Yeah.
I might turn to. No, I'm not going to waste it. No, I'm going to end my go.
Okay. Pigeon.
Pigeon, seeing Norman get clawed at and the initiative starts, is way over here! Is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Stand here and just take 2 hacks at this crab.
Okay.
I'll do this by hand. She gets 2 melee attacks.
Okay. 22 hits.
Yeah, that's 2. It's the first hit.
Is an 8. Yeah, your second one hits as well.
Oh, that would be verse,
Apparently, I'm reconnecting
isn't it?
Skype.
Oh,
well,
we can still hear
you sound very good for a reconnecting
I was gonna
person.
say, yeah.
No, I just see the whole thing sort of swirling, and I just like, what? I see you people. Why?
Oh, Palkia Lover. Sorry, Palkia Lover. Welcome to the stream. I'm back. It's one of my old stream viewers that used to be along when I was doing other streams. Yeah, Neverwinter is D&D. Neverwinter is like a city in the D&D worlds. Thanks for seeing you. I'm going to DM now. Okay, yeah, with your two strikes, was that with a long sword?
Yes, that was
Yeah,
one-handed longsword.
Slams one half, and then just slams again and just quarters this poor little crab. Just like, "Nah!" As it just dies.
We must just like, no. Whatever.
Yeah, and
It's
turns
not
back
gonna
to look
punch
at you.
physically.
I've killed one Nariman. It's safer. Still not safe, but safer.
Get you soon, buddy.
But
That's her up.
cool. Nariman.
Nariman just kind of like sighs, seeing the old woman being held upside down. You should have just cooperated.
Yeah, you can sort of see that the woman is being sort of held up, and there's like almost like a gap where she's not there technically.
Yeah.
Kronk's starting to sing.
Now, Kronk dear, normally I would, be interested in trying to figure out what this is. Instead, I'd like you to really just destroy the shit out of her. You're gonna put one hand on her shoulder, and Kronky could love this. And cast Kissed on him.
Oh no. Okay.
And then Nariman is going to just take like a couple steps back. Put a bit back against the wall, and that's
Okay.
the turn up.
Yeah, Kronk, you feel hasted. Just it's like a shimmer of yellow energy just kind of shoots up. It almost goes like Super Saiyan mode at this point.
Yep.
Kronk.
You are unleashed.
Okay, go through it slowly, bit by bit, so I don't get
Yeah.
lost. So,
I will.
yeah.
Right, so which one of these fellas at the back here are injured?
This one, that one there that you targeted, that one looks.
The one that I'm
very
targeted
injured.
there,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's not looking very healthy.
not at all.
Right.
It's
Okay.
hacking up this sort of black blood.
So let's have a look here.
The crabs around you are just sort of like rearing and kind of scared about the situation that's going on. The Mero are kind of, readying their weapons to
Okay.
attack. They are
So-
wielding. They have like a harpoon.
I'll move up here and drag Witchy with me.
Okay.
Crabby here might get an attack opportunity on me, but Witchy's come with me.
The crabs seem to be sort of scared that you've got kind of their master. You imagine. It's like,
Okay, cool.
they're not really sure what to do.
I'll use my bonus action to gore, which is part goring. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's only when I dash. Sorry, I thought I could. No,
Oh, it's not when you move.
No,
Oh,
well,
I
I
can
can use it to dash, but the thing is, I've got an extra action from haste anyway.
Yeah.
So, let's have a look. Yes. Okay. So, the witchy thing in my hands. I mean, how much blood is pouring off it? I mean, I know it's got
Let me
no,
see.
but badly damages
a
it.
lot. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty badly wounded at this point. It seems like it is kind of trying to struggle free, but it's being so hurt as it is, it's not really having much of an effect. You're kind of able to hold on to it pretty well.
Right. So Kronk's just singing diplomacy. It's not as boring as it used to be. It's like swinging the witch on the floor, beating the shite out of her. So that's my first attack.
Good. That was actually really good.
Sears.
Oh wait, I don't get advantage on attack rolls. So that's...
No, so unfortunately, that doesn't. I mean, you're sort of swinging around.
Oh, wait, yes, I do. She's prone. Yeah, I get
yeah,
advantage on
yeah.
attack roll.
So you swing it around, just beating it against this floor, kind of Hulk from the first Avengers movie. Just
Is it still living?
still living and just sort of shouting at you at this point, just stop, stop!
And then my storm cloud, fully formed,
Oh, God.
blasts with lightning.
Yeah, which, just kills. Yeah, just the lightning just flows through the body. It goes limp in your hand. The form kind of then shimmers and fades, and even uglier now. Like the one wasn't particularly good looking, is now just really, really ugly. I will change.
So I'll look at the
change
thing
the
in my hand and
token.
go, and
Yeah.
throw it away.
And it kind of like sort of grows up to sort of fit your hand a little bit. But you throw her away.
Yeah, so just like throw it away, like, what was I touching? Realise that there's still something next to me, and
Oh
just
god,
sort
your
of,
token looks horrible.
Yeah.
That's a hag,
and just
right?
like
Yes, that is
head,
indeed a hag.
head
Yeah.
first, plant it one. So the thing next to me, this doesn't get advantage.
Doesn't matter with a 20. That's enough to kill that one as well.
And then I've moved 25 feet, and I've got double speed
Hold on.
with haste.
Yep.
So I'll move over to this one.
Okay. Again, the crab at this point is just sort of been trying to back away from you, like, oh god, what's going on?
I'll use my bonus action to trip it.
Okay. Yep. Don't even need to roll at that point.
No.
And then I'll use my standard action to grapple it and hold it up in the air for what's his name? It's an 18. I've got advantage
yeah,
on
you
it.
do. I'll still roll for it because that's still. Boo. Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't manage to break free from that.
Cool. So snag his ankle, grab his leg, and hold him up in the air. Shoot it, Doctor! Shoot it!
Okay. Right.
I'm just like zipping around the room.
Mero, you're dead. That one is going to try and break free with its action. So what's that against 18?
Now I get to roll again. Tries to break
Oh
away.
yeah, of
'cause
course.
I don't get advantage on its attempt to break. Actually, I do get advantage on its attempt to
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, because
berserker.
it's still a skill check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does actually roll really well with a natural 20 on that one. Just sort of drops free, but obviously it's that action. It tries to run away from you. It kind of hops over this way, so you get an attack of advantage. Attack of advantage? Attack of opportunity.
Good.
That's what I went to say. With 16, I believe that's what it's. Yep. 14 piercing damage. Come on, Eileen. But yeah, this thing starts to just hightail it away. Oh god. Let's just make sure I'm not doing it too quickly or too slowly. Oh! It only has a walk speed of 10.
Oh no! Bless her!
Run, little fishy! Run!
Limbs.
You
Limbs
can't
tiny
dash because
squares.
you dash because it uses an action to break free. So yeah, that's what it does.
Then it doesn't even take the attack of
Yeah,
opportunity because it's
Yeah.
in range.
Yeah, fair enough.
Although, just to be fair to you, it could plop into the pool and use its swim speed to cross the pool if it wanted to run away.
Yeah, it knows what's going on here.
That's true. It can swim.
So yeah, unfortunately, no attack of opportunity as this thing didn't run far enough away to merit the attack of opportunity. Whatgar?
Yeah, Vodgar is, since Pigeon is guarding that side, Vodgar is gonna charge the other side.
Mhm.
And I don't even like seafood. And uses his Mercy's Bite and just goes ham.
Okay.
21.
21 with. Yep. Okay. You stick the pointy end in it, pull it out, and there's just a horrible cry of like pain from this thing.
Yep.
Still standing, but there is just a gaping hole where Mercy's Bite just sort of pierced its carapace.
Is his hammer glowing?
Yeah, your hammer is now glowing at this point.
Okay, then I'm using this one.
Yeah, which finishes that crab off, it's just cleaving straight through it and ending its pain. Poor thing.
Okay. Yeah, if that's things that I'm stepping next to this.
And technically Mercy's Bite is still glowing red.
Oh, it's still growing.
Technically, yes.
Okay, then I'm. Oh yeah, I can still. Maybe I can hit
Because
the damn thing with my
things
shield.
that are under 20 health, 20 HP.
I would like to hit this thing with my shield if I can.
Yeah, just like a shield bash, or do you want to like knock it down or?
My prone. Oh.
Yeah, that's the bonus action that I use to trip things over. He can
right,
either trip
yeah.
them prone or he can shove them back 5 feet.
So you're gonna go
Shield,
prone or-
shield master.
Yep.
So you're
It needs to beat 20, either with
Yeah,
the
it
dex.
can't.
You know the
because
drill.
it's a little bitty crab. So you're going
Well-
prone or?
Prone.
Yeah, cool. That is prone. That's the prone thing apparently. Okay, is that you done?
Yep,
I just
that's
realised
done.
how far of this where I am. Cool, Kraylin.
Considering
Yeah.
what Kronk is doing, I see no point in using my resources at all.
You would probably have seen Kraylin, what Kronk just picking up this woman, just kind of smashing her against the floor, and just thought throwing her to the side, and then changing shape into this even uglier looking being, which you figure you would probably be scared of if it wasn't dead.
I'm just gonna walk in the room and kind of stare around and realize that it looks like you guys have been taking care of everything. So I'm just gonna look for the nearest target that hasn't been attacked.
There are many crabs.
God over here! God over here!
I don't know what
God
that was either.
over here!
Guard the rear.
Guard the rear.
Yep.
Right.
Sorry,
Okay.
R's are not my strong suit.
It's alright.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of walk in and I'm not going to use an action at this point. I'm just going to use a bonus action and cast Shillelagh.
Shillelagh! Qual's staff seems to grow a couple of vines and glow with a slight green energy.
Shillelagh
That's
is not a concentration spell, right?
No.
It's just
It's
there.
really just an
Magic weapon.
amazing spell. Then.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Prongs. What's Prongs gonna do?
Prongs is gonna come charging out, give off like a massive elk sound, and just go bang
Chris,
right at this
what's an elk sound?
crab. I don't know.
Go on, what's an elk? Good, I like
That'll
it.
do.
Close. Okay, that's beautiful. Please never do it again. So charging the crab.
Yep, and it gets to that.
Charge and ram. With the 25, yeah, and yeah, the 20 damage just again similar to how you piled through the slave before. This is just a slight smear of like shell and white meat, as there's just a tiny fragment of a and then it's just gone. It's all glittering, this crab.
Just hear a big crunch.
Pretty much, yeah, there's just a horrible crunching sound and then just smearing of entrails. Crabby entrails. Is that you done?
And that is Prong's done. He's just sort of like gonna moving his antlers around in the
Okay.
shell of what's left of the crab.
The remaining crabs, let's see. This one jumps into the pool. That one jumps into the pool. That one uses half its movement, gets up, starts to move into the pool. Attack of opportunity.
Yes,
Mercy's bite is
course.
still glowing.
of course, it's attack opportunity with Mrs. Bite still going.
12
It's
misses.
a 12.
12
Yep.
misses, unfortunately.
This was such a bad roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh fuck! It finally gets a chance to just leaps into this pool. And yeah, it seems like it's sort of... It's weird how crabs kind of swim, but it kind of like skitters down and into the pool. Yeah, these basically just get away as far as they possibly can, you imagine.
I was surprised, okay? I was surprised.
They move fast.
Docma.
Looking up at the one that's obviously looks like it's trying to get away. I'm just gonna unleash 2 arrows straight up there.
Okay, first one is a hit for 7 piercing damage, and second one is also a hit for 9 piercing damage. I believe, yeah.
And I'm not gonna waste
Send a
right.
couple two into it, sticks into its chest, grunts with
I'm
pain.
just gonna move up here to see like what's going on, to see if anyone else needs any help, and then realise everything else is gone and
Everything is accounted for.
end my
Hag
go.
is dead as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's not
yeah, I
like,
didn't
it's
put
not
an X
for-
over it,
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's okay. Just
the
so I
hag
know.
is a bloody mess on the floor. You can see it's kind of like bent out of shape. Its arms are
Puny
like
hag.
broken in different places. Is that you done, the Dogma?
Yes, that is me done.
Cool. Pigeon.
Pigeon.
It's a sort of steps back as Prong just sort of steam trains
Yeah,
through.
it's like, oh! Pigeon is going to run up to front of Naraman to make sure he's okay, and then turn around, drop her sword and shield, pull out her bow, and take a shot at the big thing that's left.
Okay. Definitely first making sure that Naraman, you okay? You okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. 7
Turns around
misses.
too quick, and just
Um,
fumbles.
Is that not with anything? What's her
No,
strength
she
bonus?
just has... Oh,
No
it's
dex-
plus
no
2.
dex
Oh, it's
bonus.
a
Plus
dexterity,
2.
yeah.
I forgot.
Doesn't she have proficiency bonus though?
Yeah, it's meant to be plus
Oh.
2. I forgot plus 2,
Ah,
but
right.
it's just a 9 then.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was going
Let me
to
guess,
say
I got the miss.
7. 7, yeah, 7 misses.
But it would a 9 hit.
A 9 would also miss.
I don't think anything is an AC of 9. But... yeah, that's her done.
Just pings it off.
Mm.
Naraman.
Naraman, yes, I'm okay, dear, don't worry. I'm just going to go have a look at the dead thing, the dead ugly woman.
Okay.
Afterwards. I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah.
5, 10, 20, yeah. And Naraman's gonna like bend down, kind of right
Yeah, looking at
We
the
want that
body.
little
Yeah, it's horrendous looking, and you imagine that if this thing were like looking at you dead in the eyes, with sort of that intent, there'd probably be some sense of, oh god, it's scary, but it's not 'cause it's dead. The limbs, the arms and legs are just kind of broken and battered in places. It's kind of like got this sort of almost hunchback, which is like ruptured and bleeding in places. There's like kind of like spikes of what you imagine are possibly like bones sticking out of the back. It's all like the skin is kind of like got this like slimy texture to it.
Yeah.
The hands, there's a little bit of like webbing in it. Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'd like to start investigating the body. I want to see if she actually has a glyph or anything else interesting on her.
Shall
Okay.
we just call this thing dead and end the combat?
Yeah, sure. I mean, unless you want to leave the other Merrow alive.
That
You can do the
seems
attack roll,
unlikely.
investigate.
I've got to ask these things just in
Yeah,
case
no,
Kralen's like, no, keep it alive.
unless,
Oh,
unless
wait.
anybody interrupts Kronk, no. There will
Okay.
be no living pieces left.
Would anybody like to keep the Merrow alive, just for the sake of it? No?
Naraman's
No,
leave.
it's attack.
Yeah, so the rest of you
It
just
does
kill that one down to the floor. Yeah, we'll call that combat over then. Okay, Naraman, if you want to give me an investigation check, please.
Investigation check. Before the result, I might want to use mice thingy. Investigation. What did I get? Got an 11. I would like to as a reaction, you use Bend Lock and spend 2 sorcery points.
Before you do that,
Oh,
roll me a
Yes.
D100.
oh, okay. 1d100. That is a 69.
Oh man, if I didn't put some sort of
Perfect. This better end than like this amazing innuendo.
let me think. Yeah, all around you, the torches that were kind of just like lighting up the room, poof, they just instantly go out. They're just like you reach forward to sort of start like looking through the corpse, and then as you sort of you feel that magical energy, it just sort of emanates away from around you, and the torches just woof, all go out. You are plunged into darkness.
Oh god.
Except for this sort of probably like a little bit around here of light coming through from the previous room.
Actually, on that there, does that mean that my Tides of Chaos comes back?
No.
Aw, was that like on the Wild Search table?
Yes, this was.
Oh, because it says whenever you then regain use of this feature after you do the Wild Magic Search table.
Never mind
I
then.
think. Let me just show you. Anytime before you regain use of this feature, that chunk there. I just want to make sure I know the rules of Tides
Yeah.
of Chaos first.
But
Yeah,
but
okay
sure.
then, yeah. Beans.
Sweet.
Cool.
So yeah, but yeah, you are plunged into darkness at this point. And yeah, it doesn't seem. Let me just double check. Yeah, on her there is a. It looks like she has like a gnarled wooden staff, and there seems to be some sort of magical essence to the staff. But that's about with like the darkness. That's like about all you can really work out. That's on her.
Who turned out lights?
No,
Hello? Splash! You hear
Wrong.
Croc fall face first into the water. What? What?
Oh, I've got light. Normal will cast light like on himself.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
see
you cast light
Hang
on it.
Right, light and 20-foot radius and 20-foot dim.
Nice. Yeah.
It's like where an arm is.
Okay. So yeah, the rest of you can kind of see this light emanating out from them. But yeah,
is it?
you find stuff, and there is
Nice.
definitely some sort of magical essence coming from it. But at the moment,
Awesome.
you don't necessarily know what.
But there wasn't like a glyph key, or was that just like a, oh god, it's dark, all I can find is a big stick. I hope that's a stick. Oh god, thank you, it's a stick.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like you found anything else.
Okay, and Krog dear, it's, whatever this thing was, you thoroughly destroyed it. We found a nice looking stick though. It may not really be of my sort of weapon. I've already got a nice one. Actually, it is a stick, yes.
It does look actually a bit wrinkly.
It's a bit magical, yes, and some of these things are quite valuable. Or
Yeah.
quite useful.
It looks like that ring vest I found.
Oh yes, you did find that there sort of, you found that chainmail a while ago, didn't you dear?
Yeah.
What a linguist.
Oh, I found some heavy armour down in a hole full of water. We'll sell it, but get back to town and split it up between us. Maybe this stick's worth something too.
What if I buy the armor? If it's better than mine.
Hang on, and I'll get it out of my pack.
Pulls out this.
It's bloody
chain.
heavy. You'll only sink if you put it on.
I'll sink anyway. I'm a dwarf.
Well,
Norman will walk over to Kraylin.
you've got a chain mail +1.
Thank you.
Kraylin dear,
How much is it anyway?
No idea.
You can give me just give me an intelligence check, I think.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is to work out if you know how much you could
How
get
much
for
it
it.
cost? Yeah.
Okay.
I can guess also cast blacksmithing if that helps.
You can cast what? Sorry.
I can use blacksmithing as I am proficient in blacksmithing tools. So
Yeah, no,
That's
that's true.
fine.
So yeah, I'll give you advantage on this
okay.
because of your
So it's-
nature of blacksmithing.
So I
stuff.
roll what intelligence or regular?
If you got one there, then I would use it. What are you using with your blacksmithing? Is it strength?
You can decide which stat I should use.
All right, yeah,
now.
it's an intelligence one. So if you just roll
Okay,
a
so-
straight intelligence check, and I'll give you advantage on it.
I roll blacksmithing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, give me a second. And this is the suit of +1 chainmail.
+1
correct?
chain mail, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. No, not in there. anytime I open up the DMG, it's like, I always go to the wrong place. Okay. You think that you could possibly get to between, let's see, 15. I would say you think you could probably get between 2,000 and 3,000 gold. Roughly. I mean, obviously, depending on where you go, if you're particularly good, like if you barter particularly well or something like that. But roughly in that kind of area.
Bloody hell!
There's not much else you can gather from it.
Bloody hell! This is really good.
Yeah, we get plenty for it when we get back to town.
I can't afford this, so yeah, I guess we're selling it.
Well,
and just hand it back to Kronk.
Well, if you want it, what's you wearing? It's got to be worth a few pennies. We could do a trade.
This thing is worth like
Well, you can carry the damn thing. We'll sell it when we get back to town. They are. And I'll still give you the best.
Forcefully handing it over to you. Like, okay, all right.
I close my
it's
pack
worth
up
like
and
75 gold. Mine is only worth 75 gold, so it's not even close to the value of this.
He's not listening. Nariman's wandered off. He's got rid of the heavy load out of his pack. He's happy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So while they were doing that, Nariman has wandered over to Kralin. Kralin, there.
Yes?
I found this here staff on the thing, and it seems to have sort of a magical essence to it. Now, I'm not really I already have a good weapon, so perhaps maybe you would enjoy using this. I don't know what it is. You'd have to spend, look at it a bit more, but maybe it'll be of use to you, dear.
Well, I already have a staff, but I could definitely check this for you if you'd like.
I mean, if this one is more better than your staff, then use this one.
At least it's made of wood.
Yes, it's magical, therefore it can't be broken. You could smack Kronk on the head with it and it wouldn't snap off.
What, so I could smack things with the stick and it wouldn't break?
Technically, dear.
That stick's amazing!
It is the most amazing stick, it's magic.
Can I do a check in this one first?
Yeah, sure, if you give me an Arcana check. You know that there is definitely some sort of magic essence to this that requires attunement. It feels like it's something that you would be able to do, to attune to it, but the exact effects of it, of whatever it is, it's hard to tell really what. That's what it looks like. It's kind of like the bottom of it is like a gnarled wood with like bits of moss sort of growing from it, and the top of it seems to feature the emblem is kind of like an eye, like wrapped in like a bit of like a metal holder. It looks like maybe some sort of gem, but it's obviously like coloured to look like an eye. Not an expensive gem, just more like a decorative type thing.
At this point, see, the thing is, I'm already using this the staff that I have as my focus point, or my focal thing, whatever it is. I'm kind of looking at this. I'm not really certain if it's the kind of thing, given the eye on it, that I'd really want to be carrying around with me. So I'm just gonna.
I mean, it doesn't look. I mean, I suppose it doesn't look like evil or anything like that. It doesn't give off any like creepy vibes.
If you don't want it, I'll have it.
Yeah, perhaps the horned one would like it.
Yeah, this is a proper weapon. This it don't break when you hit stuff, and it floats. And then
you have a slightly magical staff for which you know you'd have to spend attunement to work out its effects.
So now Kronk has the magic staff.
Kronk has the magic staff.
Is Kronk able to attune to it? Does Kronk feel he's able to...
It's hard to tell, really, from what you've gathered about it so far.
At the minute, Kronk's currently on that pool next to him, just testing to make sure it actually does float.
Oh, God.
Like both hands underneath the wood and just lowering it into the water. And then it floats, and he's like, yeah.
It floats pretty well.
Then, suppose that's... It's a good thing that the undeads didn't decide to come join the fight. I guess they didn't really care about whatever this thing is, and it doesn't have a glyph key, the lying motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should
want me to search
investigate
that?
down here.
Vodka sort of takes this time when everybody's talking, sort of decides that
Yeah, well,
this
this
is
is while this is
proper
going
time
on.
to
If,
change his armor.
yeah, if anybody wants to do something while they're talking and whatever. So you're swapping out into the magic chainmail.
Yeah, it takes about
Awesome.
20 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. Doctor, what are you
I
doing?
am now encumbered, just so you know.
Okay.
I am
want
seriously
to-
considering just dumping my old armor.
Sure, you can just dump it if you want.
Someone did offer to take it off you. Just reminding you of that.
Carry it.
There
Can
is the
someone-
magical
can-
box of carrying
can
things,
someone
kind of
take-
barking
take-
at everyone.
Can someone take my old armor? It is kind of heavy, and I can't really
Hold on
carry
there.
it around.
Jester, go and relieve what Gareth's chainmail, please.
runs up to you, Watgar, and just kind of the mouth kind of opens up, and you look in, and there's kind of like this sort of almost like just like a galaxy kind of effect, like sort of swirling purples and blacks and blues, a few pricks of pricks of light.
I just sort of take my emblem from my old watch, and then just throw the damn thing in.
Okay.
In
The remote
the
mistake. And since I was +1,
Yeah, so you stick that in Chester. Licks its lips. Lips. Then returns back to you, Narrowman, looking very, very pleased with itself.
Good boy! Scratches behind his barrel. Good boy!
Docma, what are you going to be doing while this is all going on?
Like, can I see with like the light that's coming out of this doorway, like the white wall, a bit further down from me? So we said it's pitch blackness, so it's like
Yeah,
the light.
it's actually, hold on a minute. Let me just. Actually, no. There are a couple of torches which would probably still be lit, like just at the edge of where the white gate is.
Well, I think we should go down here now. Obviously, there's nothing in this room, and there's another white gate this way. I think it'd be best on our way if I were you. I'm
Did
gonna-
we investigate the room yet? We just sort of looked at the body and that was really it. We didn't look around. Maybe the hag, or whatever this
It's
thing
a bit
was,
dark.
box. Yes, I do have my light. Oh, actually, the torches in the room, right? They all went out.
Yeah, they are just plain torches, and they're all just kind of scattered around. But yeah, just sort of smouldering.
Doesn't
Like a
prestidigitation.
smoke.
I can relight torches.
With prestidigitation, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'll just like go to all the torches, like
Yep.
light them all back up again. We
Um,
should do a quick thorough through the room before we leave. We don't want to leave any
Give me a
stone outside.
perception check as you start to make your way around the room, just putting these torches out.
You can do. For the result, I'm not gonna.
Okay, yeah, you just go around. Yeah, there is a little bit of a nasty pile of like gunk in this corner. In this corner, just like a pile of just like debris and
Ooh.
stuff, which smells very, very bad. And
Ooh.
you kind of had like, oh, I don't really want to get too close to that.
I'll
Just-
like
Yeah,
be
I believe
following
I do.
Narrowman around the room and peering
If
into
you-
the puddles.
if you want to go in and investigate it further, you can do, but it smells horrible.
I'll prestidigitation the shit away, to like sort of create like a smear it off.
Immediately doesn't seem to have too much of an effect. It seems like just the stench magic almost is just really powerful.
oh my god, it's a magic shit pile.
And there could be magic in the shit. Let's have a look at the shit.
Okay,
Um,
make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Ah, gross.
Oh,
no,
you're fine.
fine.
Yeah, you're
Excellent roll.
fine. You sort of like start digging around, and you can feel just like this sort of nausea just kind of hit over you, but you just shrug it off. It doesn't seem like there's much in here. You imagine it's possibly some form of trap, possibly.
Oh,
Just like, you
lovely.
know, dig around here. Now you feel sick. But it seems like, yeah, no worries, whoever said that. Tom.
Prestidigitation
Yeah.
my hands. Wish to burn them almost and the torch is clean. There's nothing here. It's just a literal pile of shit.
Does Kronk notice anything in the puddles?
This puddles seem very similar to the pools that you've seen before. There seems to be just like a glowing magical energy around them. There doesn't seem to be anything in these pools. They just seem to be pretty empty. Again, not particularly deep. Probably not more than like 5 feet deep. The circular ones maybe going about 10 feet deep.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'll just follow him around the room, and as he lights the lights, I'll look in the puddles
yeah, I'll
nearby.
tell you what, if you're going around each of the pools as well, if you want to give me a perception check as well.
Cool.
If there's anything you notice.
Oh, quite perceptive.
Oh, before the result, Norman is going to tide
You're going to take
the
against
chaos.
that, okay?
I'm going to bend luck him, so I get to roll 1d4
Okay.
at the cost of 2 sorcery points. Sorcery points 2, bend luck. I'm still learning this. Roll 1d4, and let's see how much we get.
I can't wild magic you
Okay,
again.
I'll
20.
bring up the 20. You can. It's wild magic. It happens.
20. As you're sort of pacing around the room, you look at each of the individual pools, and you pass by them like wall one, and then you just get something in the back of your mind like, oh, just check again, and you go back, and at the back of this wall here, there seems to be the very faint essence of what you imagine is a secret door. It's almost impossible to check, and it seems like it's only just now you managed to notice.
Norman, look at this. I was walking past this thing, and it was boring, and I was following you, and then it wasn't boring. And look, are there bubbles at the back? See?
There are bubbles, yes. It's not a shard, is it?
No, but I figure I smart, right? Where'd that crab go? It ain't in here. So
oh no, the crab is in the
maybe-
bottom of the pool, just kind of.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
As you get close, it's kind of.
Oh, hang on.
Into the
Wait,
corner.
the crab is there, but I still think that's a door.
Yeah, that does look rather poor shape. We could have a look at it.
Just want me to grab that crab, the good eating.
We do. I do kind of feel rather pickish
Hang
for
on,
cabbage.
Right, I'll plop down into the
We
hole.
we have like 5 of them dead.
Yeah,
But there's spears.
I'll plop down in the hole,
Yeah.
humanely kill the crab, and chuck it out above the water, so it it kind of plops over the edge and lands
Yeah.
on the side.
Just
And then I'll
this-
go
the
over and start
body
like,
of body of a crab, legs splayed out.
and then I'll like start feeling around trying to find the outline of this door.
Yeah, you spend a bit of time and you know where it is, and you sort of feel around the edge of it. Yeah, there is definitely a door here. It doesn't look like you feel around. There's like almost like a little switch you have to press to open the door, and it feels like it will probably swing open towards you.
Cool. I'll press the little switch.
Opens
Well,
up.
you see that Norman calls a group line. There's a door over here, hidden in the water. Come quickly. There could be presents inside.
Now, I'm not 100% sure, but there may be something that because no, so I'll just have to basically draw the outline. So it sort of goes up that way, and then goes that way a little bit, and then kind of goes towards that door, basically. It's not a particularly wide corridor, maybe about 5 feet across, maybe about 10 feet tall.
Alright.
It does look to be lit. Like
Oh, so
torches and
it's
things.
it's a dry corridor.
Yeah, it's like above the level of the pool. Sorry.
Ah, right. So I like swim
It's
down
kinda
and
like
up
yeah.
again. Yeah. Right.
Ah.
Cool. Right.
It's like against the wall. The pool's against the edge, so kind of like that.
Right.
And then
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll stick my head down there and find out its rough shape, and then I'll pop back up and sort of go, yeah, it is a secret passage. I found a secret passage.
Nicely done, Drone. Fantastic.
Look, where's that map? Where that crazy red lady gave us a map. Where is it?
I believe Dogma has the map.
Hey, Dotma, come here.
Coming.
Look, there's a little tunnel. It goes like this, and it goes to that big room there.
yeah, doesn't look like it's marked on the map.
Oh, and what guy? Here you go. You can make crab cakes or something, and I'll hand him just hand him the whole like 800-pound crab.
Yeah, it just bundles you over this dead crab. It's it's not flying, so it's not particularly heavy either. But yeah, it's a crab.
So, Wodgar, you're like holding this crab, and Chaser's kind of still following you around at this point. Kind of looks up. Ah?
Sort of, Vodka just sort of goes on with the shoulders and starts hacking away the shell of the
Yeah,
crab and
sure,
starts
you
preparing
seem like you're
for a
preparing
wonderful meal.
Oh, you're gonna prepare that now, or
Oh.
do you want to just like chuck it in for later?
Have a
Yeah, I'm
break.
gonna chuck it in for later.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll proceed to do with all the dead crabs.
Okay, so you have, what's that, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? There should only be 6. Am I counting wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, there's only 6. So I'm not sure, but yeah, there's only 6. There's 6 crabs.
It was a mirage crab.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's an illusion.
I don't know how I ended up with 7 because I only put 6 in. But
Maybe
yeah,
one
you
of them
have...
was off the board, so you remembered the...
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to put in Chester's inventory, that 6 giant crab corpses. Note with your attunements with Chester, you worked out that they weren't, they will still degrade. There's no like magic to keep them from, rotting away, basically.
We'll probably eat them soon. But cheers.
We
Just
each
about to
get
ask
one.
that.
We each get one.
Yeah, one crab each for later. Excellent idea, Kronk. You're really smart.
I
today.
like crab. I like
Yeah.
crab.
Kronk is just sort of standing at the edge
I
of this
know
pool,
my seafood.
sort of pointing very, very triumphantly at this secret door that he found, that only he
it
found.
all.
And you can all sort of look down the corridor. It's like, oh yeah.
No,
about that
let's head down here then. I'd rather walking through a secret corridor than opening doors going, hello! Have you
As
heard
you
of
have
the
been
tale?
doing already.
Hello, friend or foe? Ah! That's really
Don't worry.
work anymore.
There's not much swimming. I'll help you out, Whatgar. Come on. And
Oh
I'll,
no,
like,
it's sorry.
toss
I think you've maybe missed. It's not. There is no swimming. It's basically there's the pool, against the
Yeah.
floor, the wall,
Behind-
and that's where the door is against the wall. It's not like under the water.
it. No, but isn't it at the other side of the water?
No, it's the water reaches the wall, and then there's the wall. Hold on, if I draw it from another angle, that might be better.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, that's fine. So it's like
So it's like
if the
level
pool
with the
is if
surface
the pool
of the
is
water.
that, and the floor is
Yeah.
there. The
Yeah.
wall goes up there, so that's like the level of the water there. The door is
Yeah.
basically there.
Yeah, but what I'm
how do you
saying
get
is,
to the door?
doesn't Whatgar have to get across the water to get to the door?
Oh yeah, I suppose it's 10 feet, but it's not particularly deep, so
Well, he's told me he
about
just
five-
sinks.
about
So I'm
5
offering
feet.
my
It's
help.
about 5 feet deep.
Fling me! Can he make the jump? You'll have to toss me.
It's 5 feet. I can jump that.
Oh.
5 feet down.
Oh well. So yeah, Kronk
Docma,
offers you one.
Docma, dexterity saving throw. As you sort of leap. Are you riding prongs or are you walking ahead?
No. Just
Walking ahead, then yeah, just you. Dexterity
Dex
saving throw,
save.
please.
Mother.
You will not learn. Yeah, no,
I
that's
warned you.
fine. You put your foot down, then you remember, oh shit, and then jump back just as it collapses. And yeah, there's just
Oh,
this
good lord.
open square. And the
Well,
whole
I guess
area
we
of the
need to
floor.
really consider that we
Would
need
you
to
like to
search.
borrow my stick? You can poke the floor with it.
Actually, yes, Narma will take the stick and with that try to like search for traps and lightly tap the ground in front of him, kind of like a blind man with a stick. Like,
Okay, give me an investigation check then. As you're going
Watch
along.
where you stick your stick in.
oh god, that's not good.
You don't find anything.
Can't find nothing, dear. Robin turns back to Handesty.
Seems like it's probably only this
Yeah,
one
continue.
here. So you guess it was maybe this is like the entrance to it, so people that know where that trap is are like, okay, it's that one. Then the rest of it's probably fine.
Oh, but it's like a trick to sort of, oh, they found the door, they've fallen through. It looks like there's no other traps here. Hey, onwards and upwards. And we'll take a couple steps forward.
Okay.
Okay,
It's a 5 foot. Just so you're aware, it's a 5
Oh,
foot
it's 5 foot.
5 foot corridor, so it has to be like one person in
One
front.
person.
So if you want to set yourself into like an order,
Kronk, do you want to go ahead or should I lead?
yeah.
Okay,
basically
I get to use my stick.
Okay.
Yes.
If you want to give me an
I'll wander down the
investigation check
corridor.
then as well, as you've then taken the head.
Pigeon was going to be sad.
Investigation. I never thought I would need this, so I've not put it on. I've not put it on my bar. Hey, and it turns out I'm good at it.
Yeah, you just about find another pit trap. It almost passed by your It seems like having the stick there poking around made it easier, and it seems like just at the edge here there is a freehand trapdoor. So basically there is another trap. You
My stick found a trap. Here, look, there's a hole in the floor.
Oh god.
I'll like poke a couple of holes in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nicely spotted, Kronk.
I'm gonna.
it was my stick.
Good job, mate. Good job.
And it leads out into a. There is what you assume is the back of a. Actually, well, it looks from sort of your edge. The front of the wall just looks simple stonework, but knowing from the previous one, it seems like this is probably another secret door.
Okay. I'll come up to the wall and listen at it first.
Okay.
I want to see if there's anyone talking the other side.
Yep, give me
That
another.
fishy language.
Give me another perception check. Okay, yeah, you hear the definitely some fairly distinct voices. You hear one. They're all very similar voices, but there seems one which is a little bit sort of like deeper and louder and prouder than the rest of them. Give me a nature check as well. Let's see, because that's quite a high perception. You might be able to tell what they are from that.
Nature.
Okay.
Nice.
These are. This is going to completely mess with my canon of the world, but these are. It sounds like Sahagwin.
Splash.
Yes, I know we've already fought Sahagwin. Shut up. But yeah, it's
Different tribes, obviously.
yeah, definitely, sure. But yeah, it sounds like there is one Sahagwin Baron and 6 Sahagwin. Well, just regular Sahagwin.
What do I know about this tribe of
And you can
Sahagwin?
also hear that there is something swimming in some sort of water. What do you know from a 23? Because I can't find their sheets, so... again, these ones, yeah, they are pretty evil beings. 5e. I'm just seeing if there's anything in particular that you would know about them. Sorry?
No, I was talking.
Alright,
I was
fair
trying
enough.
to cover you looking stuff up by
Okay,
talking
yeah.
to someone in the party.
You know that the Sahagwin Baron can telepathically control lower intelligence beasts of the sea, so you imagine that whatever's swimming around there is probably some sort of pet. You also know that Sahagwin in general have what is known as a blood frenzy, where sort of if there is blood or something has been attacked, then they're like better at attacking that. To not want to give game terms, there is they have advantage on something which has been attacked.
Okay.
Basically.
Herman, the Sahagwin. There's bad fish people in there, not like them others.
I thought we were going to find something nice and treasureful and friendly and lovely and wonderful. Everything in the Doom. Well, Doom.
I know these ones. The wind caller, he gives them a good beating. So we should give them a good beating too. And also, they have like pets, and it was swimming in the water. I can hear. Listen. There, you hear that? That's in.
It was a horrible splash.
Yeah, it's in the water, and there's probably other evil so fish people too.
We should kill them then.
Yeah.
Not good fish people.
But there's a wall, and I'll like look at the secret passageway.
Looking out, and yeah, there's just a wall. Well, actually, from your side, it's kind of just like wooden beams. Which is what gives it away as being a secret door. It's like on this side, it's like wooden beams, and you imagine on the other side, it looks like probably a stone wall.
Cool. I could totally break through there, and we could surprise them and do some diplomacy.
Good. That sounds good to me. Diplomacy seems to have worked so far.
Tell the others. Can
Yeah, we'll do
you all squeeze down here? Right, squeeze down. Come on, squeeze in, and we'll all go out together, roaring like
There's the Hagwins.
like the sea.
I'm going to pop out and murder them because they're bad.
With the way that you're sort of having to sort of squeeze one person at a time, it's kind of like Chinese whispers getting to the back of it. So Kraylin, you're not entirely sure what's going on, but no, I'm not going to be that cruel. But yeah, it seems like there is you have a plan.
There's saggy women who are going to move.
There's prongs just turning around to Kraylin going,
Yes, prongs. Yes, prongs.
And Kraylin being Kraylin's going, oh, I see.
You've got a little bit of crab still stuck in your horn. Let me just get
There
that
is,
out.
yeah.
for
There's
you.
just little bits of chitinous armor sort of attached, and prongs sort of scrapes them off against the edge of the wall there.
Does it look like I'm going to be able to break through this wall with reasonable efficiency?
The secret door, it seems like, again, you can sort of see the latch.
Oh, the latch. Oh,
Yeah,
right, okay.
this is basically another secret door, so from your side it's easy enough to, like, open it up.
Right. Now, There's a Baron one. He's the big, hard-looking one. I'll describe him. Are you right?
Okay.
We all ready? 3, 2. Oh, screw it!
Wow.
Ah! And I'm just gonna like open the latch and charge in.
Okay. Yeah, you open up that door, and then there is another door in front of you. Are you just going to carry on just going straight through?
Yeah, through that door
Yeah,
as well.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll put you there for the moment, and this will be a surprise round for you. But as it is 10 o'clock, I will call it that. But I will put out what there is and where it is,
Awesome.
so you're aware.
So you can study it.
Yeah, it's a little bit cramped in there. Sanguine, and there's a Baron. Oh god, that's not a Baron, is it? Oh yeah, it is. It's a little bit bigger.
He looks very happy to be
There
there.
are six Sahagwin. Yeah, I had to use different tokens.
No, it's okay. Just like the previous one.
3, 4, 5.
God, that's a fucking lot of them.
Yeah, there are 6 of the Sahagwin, a Sahagwin Baron, and you can also see the telltale signs of sharks.
Kraken.
A Kraken!
God.
Just put it in the shark. There
Ready
we go.
your
There
crossbow.
are sharks.
Ready the
2 sharks.
Why did I not take Fireball? Every time there's like a big mob of enemies, I'm like, I should have taken Fireball. No.
I believe we're just gonna have to put sizes in now, aren't they? God damn it! I
thunder
just should've-
and
should've
lightning,
gone
very,
the-
very frightening.
There's no rush
Oh,
now, though, okay?
no.
We just need to see.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. I'll put them around. So let's see. There's a couple swimming in the water. The
I
Baron
realize I've got
seems
like
to
no
be
elemental
stuck
stuff
back.
aside from fire.
Does lightning travel through water?
You think it probably travels reasonably well through water? There are two hunter sharks which seem to be circling around. So yeah, that's what we'll call that. So if Kronk, you remember, or someone remember for next time that you'll have a surprise on this because you just bursted through the door.
Woohoo!
Okay, yeah. So that was a good game.
Awesome.
To
Nice.
Palkia
GG.
and Sitkus, if you're still in the room, thank you for joining in. This is a weekly thing, so we'll be back this time next week. Well, 7 o'clock next week. We'll be around for more adventures of Tempest Hostis.
And loads more
these other
diplomacy.
guys. Loads more diplomacy, because
All
apparently
the diplomacy.
that's what we're doing now.
Yep.
But it's all good. It's all good. So that's goodbye from me, and goodbye from the rest of the team.
Good
Bye.
night.
Joining in.
Bye.